the dice, then just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
Every day I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do. When the rules are
Chat.
made up
Good
by
morning.
someone we never knew.
We've had a very only slight disaster here. I forgot to make a coffee. So I'm texting Kat. Hopefully she comes through.
Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside?
Morning. Morning, Stino. Kakota. Leonie. Dave. Beanie. How are we doing, gang? How are we? We've got... I'll explain in a minute. We've got some new sub badges. Just a bit more scope to add a few more in, etc. I'll explain in a second.
Resubscribed X7 months. Woohoo.
7 months. Woohoo. Orange, thank you for the 7. Appreciate you. And Miotrix, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub, Orange. Hope you're good, my friend. Slived or Slived. Hello, buddy. Welcome in. Good morning. How are we doing, gang? Happy weekend. Hope you're well. It's quite bright in here this morning. I've got the one of the windows open. It's nice. How are we? I hope we're well. Hope we're good. I don't have a coffee, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've texted Kat. She says she might, if she has time before she leaves to go to the gym, she'll make a coffee for me. Otherwise, we're gonna have to have a break. I don't know. I don't think I've ever started a stream without a coffee on the go or some kind of hot beverage. But you know, there we go. We'll pray for Kat to come through. Thank you for being here. Happy weekend. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. We are early. We're about what? Just under half an hour early today. So you know, if you managed to be here, I appreciate it. I thought you were getting I mean, that is literally a coffee machine, but I don't have any milk in here because for some reason there's none in that fridge there. So to be fair, this is the exact situation that I could use this, but I don't have a mug. So I haven't got any of the components other than the coffee machine. That's it. I've got the fridge, but then the milk's not, like, I'm just ill prepared for this situation, to be honest. But you are completely right. I've got everything that I should need in here, but yeah. Lenny on the coffee run. Yeah, that could work. That could work. That might need to happen at some point. But yeah, this is what we're doing. We are starting a little bit early today because Liverpool are on at 12:30. And I just want to, on the Saturday, because there's that early kickoff, I want to experiment with maybe a slightly earlier start so that if we need to continue, we can. But if there's a big game on, we can all go and watch that, which we're all football fans here, aren't we? So that kind of makes sense in my head. So we're going to experiment with a 9:30-ish start time. So here we are today doing that. Hope you're all good. Other thing, new sub badges. There are some. They say team clates. I just updated them so they kind of fit with our branding at the moment, to be honest. And we can add a few more in. So there is actually a change. When you get to 2 years, you're not team clates anymore. You're a clates OG. So if you've got the green one, which is one Leonie is repping there, look, you're an OG. So Kokota, you're not actually too far away from that now. What, 6 months off? You've got the gold one for 6 months. You've got the diamond one, which is a year. And then there's ones for like new subs, etc. as well. We could even have a worms one that's later on down the line. How you doing, Keeney? Hope you're good. We are early, Dan. Yeah, Liverpool in that, isn't it? I've thought about this. Started Mo Salah's farewell tour today. Yeah, that's been grim reading, isn't it? But I'm maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. It seems that agent, man, does it just wind you up? Doesn't it wind you up? He winds me up, he does. That's what I'll say about that. Any Capri Sun today? It's down on the Capri Suns. I do love a Capri Sun. They are nice, to be fair. Also, if the stream is not working in any way today, that is because I've updated OBS and stream elements and everything. So, when you update stuff, if it works or not, I hope it does. 100% him and his emojis. Yeah. Like, come on, man. I sound like Yadar, but it's disrespectful, is what it is. Inebriated Daniel gave a passionate talk about his Capri Sun. Did he? This is the content we all need in our lives, I think. I'd like to hear that passionate talk. Your Capri Sun TED talk. I had a fruit shoot last week. It was magnificent. I reckon I could drink 5 fruit shoots back to back without stopping. Just squeeze them in. Like have an assembly line. I reckon I could do that. Anybody else? Hello, James, by the way. Welcome in. Hope you're well. But yeah, I reckon 5 at least. Without, huge claim. Yeah, well, I reckon I could. I had an innocent smoothie this morning. If I have too much smoothie on a empty stomach, I feel sick. It's something I found. I don't know what it is about that, but I did Google it. And it is apparently a thing. Don't I, Kat? I feel sick if I have a smoothie. Or a ginger shot. Yeah, thank you. I think we need a round of appreciation for this delivery. Thank you. Kat's brought the coffee. And a big old stein of Vimto. It's Vimto squash, so we're not an animal. It's 9:45. It's not even 10 today. She's gone now, yeah. But she appreciates that clap, James, for sure. Up the wife as well. Orange, I like it. Breezy!
M_Breezy
16 months. No, 18 months.
Playing football today for the first
what
time
a bloody
in 5
guy.
months. Dreading it.
Yeah, that's fair. Football for the first time in 5 months, dreading it. It's always tough, the first one back after something like that, isn't it? You'll be fine after today, though. But yeah, today will be horrible. It's basically the feedback on that. Thank you very much for the 18. You've got a diamond new badge look, which is the same colour you had before, but it's diamond look. Didn't even leave a tip. What are you saying, Dan? Oh, what? I didn't. Well, I haven't paid for the bill yet or something. I don't know. Tell me you're super white without telling me you're super white. Ginger is spicy and it makes me sick. Nah, it's not the spiciness. I like the spiciness. It just makes me sick. Hello, Lucas. That was all, really. The Michael, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're good, my friend. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Breezy, thank you for the resub. Today, with this very chilled lounge type music, we're starting season 4. I've actually not played very much at all since the last time, so the window is actually still open. There was a few things that we were talking about. Do you have like kale shots? I don't think I've ever had a kale shot. Have you ever had Pepsi Max Ginger? It's great. I don't think I have. Keeney's on the Iron Brew. Friends and family's fear that he's back on the on the Iron Brew. I'm new to FM, found your YouTube a few days ago and really like the content. Spanner Tactics OP. Yes, Lucas, that's cool. Thank you for checking it out. And yes, well, saying that, let's go into the game because, well, we're moving away from the Spanner is what we're doing as we've zoomed in very heavily on Gabriel Mihaila there. We've moved away from the Spanner for this year because I want to, really. I want to try it. There's no Lenny cam. I mean, the Lenny cam might be working, but Lenny's not in here at the moment. I hope everyone liked the new YouTube video. It seems to have gone down well. I need to go and make a tactic video, don't I? Which is not this tactic, but this is what the tactic that we're going to be trying to use this year is going to look like. If I zoom in, look, the shape and some of the things look like this. I don't know, what do you think? Coffee and squash. Yeah, we do have a coffee now, look. Cheers. Because everyone can get a cool new tactic. They can, actually. That's true. That is true, Dan. Good plugging. Good work. Kokota with the link as well. I do like this. Team effort. Good work, everybody. Yeah, we're going to try something like this. Last weekend on Sunday, we spent pretty much the entire stream deciding whether or not we should sign Anthony. And in the end, as you can see by this, we've decided to sign Anthony. We've signed him for £42 million up front, which could rise to £64 million. If we're doing a Brazilian-only save, is it worth spending this much money on a really good 24-year-old Brazilian? I think it probably is. From this point, we've got 12 million that we can go and spend. Was there anyone else we were trying to buy? Or is this now where we should go and spend on some youngsters? I think it probably is correct, yeah. Cheese Cow, welcome in, buddy. Are there still no decent Brazilian goalies kicking around? Absolutely not, Keeney, no. I think we're stuck, really. We're going to have to go with Neto for another year. Although he is really good, to be honest. Compared to the other ones, he's much better than them. So I think it's another year of Neto. And from there, who knows what we do, to be honest. Who knows? We did get some good youngsters in, though. Paulo Cesar has joined the club. Very excited to hopefully bring him in. Look at his value. We signed him for what? 10.5? 7.5. It could go to 17. He's already valued at this at 18. He's... The only annoying thing is that he's only 6 foot. But you know what? I'm going to have to change my opinions to use him, I think. We could convert him to a DM, maybe, but I'm not sure. Gabriel Brasil is a decent Brazilian goalkeeper. When you say decent, though, like there's a few decent ones, but Neto's a lot better than them. You've got to hope a really good Brazilian keeper comes from somewhere. We really do have to. We have to hope so, because it's annoying that we can't even see any really good, like, 17-year-olds, because that means the wait is going to be quite long. Oh, he's actually at Arsenal. Has he always been at Arsenal? You say he is decent, but he's very much only decent, isn't he? If we compare him to Neto, Neto is hands down better, look. Hands down. That is below decent. But yeah, when I say decent, I'm very much being kind, aren't I? He's just not... Yeah, he's not very good. Is probably how you'd say it. But yeah, looking at the state of the club, we've got Savio in for this year as well, which I'm looking forward to. We have moved towards winger, so I think he will get game time. If we just look, this is probably a good place to go. If we go to the squad depth, striker-wise, are we using Anthony as a striker? I think we probably are. We've got Martinelli, Vinicius, Leonardo and Evan Nilsson and Anthony. On the right-hand side, we've got Angelo, then Savio. Or if we want to use Anthony there, we can. On the left-hand side, we've got Martinelli. We need to maybe decide who we start on this left-hand side. I kind of like the idea of using Martinelli wide like this, look. Because we've got enough strikers and it means he starts every game. And I think he could be really good from inside forwards. I kind of maybe want to do that. Then midfield-wise, Marcus Antonio, Bruno, Lucas Paqueta, and do we have one more? Danilo or Caligari? Do we need one more midfielder? I know this is what we talked about pretty much all stream, isn't it, last time, but I think maybe we need one more midfielder. Isn't Anthony better out wide? He might be. It's just... Well, do you reckon we go with Angelo as the striker and swap those? I want to start Angelo because I think he's pretty likely to be the future of this team. Can he do pressing forward, though? Because I kind of want him to be on the left as the pressing forward to be on the left. He is left-footed, so it kind of works. We could start Angelo there and then do Anthony from wide. I know that Dupe, I think, used Anthony as a striker and he was really good, also left-footed. It's just whether who's better as the pressing forward. It might be Anthony. maybe that's up for debate. Maybe we try both and kind of see who does better. Because I do think I want Angelo to be starting. Who else here? Fudda Cow. Hello, Arthur. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Oh, Lenny's in here. I can't show. I don't think the cam's on. He's just come in and sat down next to the window on his little stool. But hi, Lenny. He's looking, but you can't see him. I'm surprised you're moving away from a 3 at the back since he would be perfect in a back 3. I'm surprised you're moving away from 3 at the back since he would be perfect in a back 3. Who are you talking about? Who would be perfect in a back 3? Yeah, possibly. I just kind of thought I was a bit. We've used the spanner too much, I think. I just want to move away from it, I think. I want to just move. Oh, the young Brazilian. Well, that is the option, isn't it? We could use him in here and start him. You are right. And like maybe, like, we don't really have the... unless we do, like... I've got this. We could do this as an option. Well, I think it was... What did I call it, is the question. There's like a Bruno ball one here that we used in a... Can you see it anywhere? It's basically the spanner, but with wingers. I don't think I've got it anymore. Because we could use like the spanner, but with wingers, couldn't we? What's Isaac like in FM? Really, really good. Really good. Coffee is not in the ember. No, it's not. It's in a normal mug, I'm afraid. Cheers, though. Let's have a sip. Michael, did I say thank you for the follow? If I didn't, thank you. I think I maybe did, though. But yeah, today, chat, we are just going to be chilling. I don't think I've got one. 523. It won't be called that, will it? What will it be called? No, I don't think I've got it anymore. Brain freeze. I love the names I give to tactics. They're ridiculous, aren't they? Pressure makes that'll be a diamond because I called it pressure makes. Do you know what? It's basically the spanner though, but we do 2 wingers. And then a striker, like basically make these wingers. Like we could do that, couldn't we? That could be intriguing. Do you know what? Let's load in this. Let's go to this and let's make it the same as these. So like inside forward here and inverted wing on the other side. And then it's kind of, we can switch to it very easily then, can't we? Let's do that. Just like my first save in England for ages. There are so many matches in the lower league. There are, yeah. They go on for absolutely ages. Is it attack? Oh. Inverted winger attack, inside forward on attack. Let's do that as an option, maybe. I think it would work. Do we want him as an advanced forward, or do we want here maybe something else, though? Because then you do something like this, look. It's basically the same. I might even change you to the... Because then it's the same roles. What should we call this? Wide spanner, maybe? Should we call this the wide spanner? Let's do that. I reckon that's a decent third option. We can try it, can't we? Then we've got this, which I want to start. The wrench. I think we called something the wrench before MD, actually, at some point. That's definitely a name we've used at some point. Yeah, maybe it needs a different name. Wide spanner. Is that a wrench? I don't know. What's like a spanner, but that has it is kind of a wrench, isn't it? Yeah. It works. I think we've used that before, though. I say it's wide. It's not really wide, because these are inverted anyway, aren't they? So it's kind of still basically a 3. But it allows us to use this guy. It's just one striker into there, isn't it? It's this, but one striker's dropped into centre-back. I don't mind the idea of, because it does allow us to maybe put Angelo and use him. It allows us to bring in this guy and give him some starts at some point. He's already rated quite highly, look, isn't he? Wrench can be made wider, I think. So is that it then? Is it the wrench? Should we change it? Do you know what? I think you're right. We haven't got one called that at the moment, have we? So let's call this the wrench. Adjustable spanner. Yeah, that works. Flying spanner because it have wings. I like that. Do you know what? I think we should do more tactic naming. I think we should. I think we should include that. I love, on like the YouTube saves that we do, I love just having fun with the tactic names. That makes me laugh all the time. Even like I'm putting like a tactical style name in as well. Tactic name in World Cup inbound, boys. Yeah. Oh, talking of World Cup, everybody. Do you fancy a... Why has that not worked? That's annoying. Do you fancy a World Cup? Not this weekend, tomorrow, but next Sunday. Do you want to do the next World Cup next Sunday at the end of that stream? We'll leave the last hour to do a World Cup. Fancy it? I can't remember what we agreed on, but I think we agreed on something, didn't we? If someone could check the Discord, we're going to do that World Cup next Sunday. The Plymouth-based tackling names are cool. They are, aren't they, Kokoto? I saw your comment, actually. That's kind of what made me think of it then. Yeah, I enjoyed doing them. They're fun. Was it TV shows? Yeah, it's all right. So it's TV shows. Footballers as TV shows. For example, and this is where you enter a really good example, somebody. For example, what did I say? Wagner Love Island. There you go. Ryan Fraser. It works. Oh, right. We are selling Martin Dardai as well. He's off to Schalke. So he's going. What? I don't really remember where we were. Joe Heartbeat. Exactly. I mean, we could do a whole run through here, but in... Lenny, you all right? Lenny. Oi, you good? Lenny just fell off the stool. But yeah, if you want to make sure they are entered, get them into the Discord channel where there is a... Let me open it. I'll show you. There is a whole channel dedicated to the World Cups. And what the mods are going to do is go through the ones that have been put in there and choose the best ones to be entered into the World Cup. So if you want yours to be part of it... Oh, hang on a minute. I've just got to authorize all kinds of things for Discord here. If you want yours to be part of it, you need to get yourselves... get your entries into... Here. I hope this works. I've changed everything. Oh, it didn't. It will now, though. Get them into here, look. So we've got, like, the Righteous John Stones and Mascherano, which is quite good, to be fair. Taribo West Wing. Get them into here, and the mods will go through. Also, if you like another one that's been entered, leave a little reaction on it so we can see which ones have the most reactions, and then mods can prioritise those ones. I hope mods know that I want you to do that. But yeah, the referees camp. I mean, get them in there. Maybe it will. That is classic Lenny. He's sat in his bed now. You all right? You good? So yeah, do that. Do that. We know. Good. That's all right then. I think we did talk about that, didn't we? How you doing, CJ? Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Goodbye, Martin Dardai. You have gone. Which youngsters did we want to prioritise with our 12 million then? Or... Actually, was there anybody still to sell? Did I sell Zagadou? Did he leave? Because that's a sad day. I think he did go, didn't he? He did. We sold Zagadou. We sold Zagadou. I forget these things. Lenny is a dog, Lucas. Yeah. That's a great question, to be fair, if you didn't know. He is. Someone do the emote so Lucas can see it. We sold Zagadou. Do we have anybody else still to sell? I mean, there's... Oh! Chat, look! Once we've sold Dardai, who's leaving, our entire first team squad is Brazilian. We've got to a very significant point in the save, I think. Our entire first team squad is going to be Brazilian. Still got a lot of Germans in our youth team, but that is expected, isn't it, as we are a team in Germany. That'll be a moment. That'll be a moment. Probably worth a tweet, to be honest, isn't it? There you go. Look, there's Lenny's emotes. That's Lenny. Right, Dardai's got... This is it. It's done. It's done. The entire team is Brazilian. Don't let the coffee go cold. I'm not. Don't worry. We're also... How many days away? We're playing Malvern in 10 days. We are... about half a month away from playing Bayern in the Super Cup, so we're not too far away. We'll probably... Well, hopefully we will. We'll get into that one and hopefully a league game or two today as we go through. We're getting lots of offers for Ramon. I think I'm going to reject. We're also getting offers for Savio. He's not necessarily a starter in that, so I'm going to reject it. But I do what do we do with Savio? We've already loaned him out once. Does he need game time for us now? Do we keep Savio in the squad? I just know what I'm like. I don't rotate enough, and that these youngsters that we keep around, are we missing them out like by not giving them any game time? Are we losing out like on their potential in some ways? CRT, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're good. Welcome. That's something to think about. We've also had a bid for Marquinhos Cipriano, who I might sell. Where is he in the pecking order for left back? He's already 4th. Yeah, he can go. And then Renan can also cover there, can't he? So, yeah, you can go for that. This feels early. It is early for you, Will. It's early for... It's almost early for the stream generally. We're only just 2 minutes past when we'd usually start, aren't we? All well here. Hope the same for you. I'm all good. Thank you, CRT. All well, my friend. In the world of clates, we're okay. We went to a house viewing yesterday. Going to another house viewing today, everybody, to keep you up to date on real life matters. Oh, John's just sent me the word. I haven't done today's word though. No spoilers. I had a chat with Ramon and he'd like to be able to move. Well, Ramon, I'd like you to stay, to be honest. Shall I say the finances weren't right? If they offer 4, 3.6 is fine. I don't think they'll offer that anyway. Seems if it had an avocado bathroom. Is that the one that was on Twitter that I saw? Is that what you're referencing with that? It didn't. Excuse me. That was in Glasgow, wasn't it? If you're talking about the same one. Have you met Dion Dublin? No, but that would be a bonus. If we did, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be fine. Let me just check my shortlist as well. Just going back to the game for a second. Which youngsters... Because if we're kind of saying that there's nobody really to go and buy, which youngster should I go and sign to kind of future-proof us? Who is the best young Brazilian? This is the youth of Brazil shortlist that we've created. Who is the best? Can I filter this? I can filter by position. There's no goalkeepers in it. That's less than perfect. Oh, there's a Mitchell and Webb sketches there. I don't know it. I see. Did you see the one that I'm talking about? Oh, there's like a right move link. And it was this mental flat in Glasgow where it was like... I don't even know how to describe it. The way it was decorated was just ridiculous. Keys and Jono, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, it was disgusting. There you go. You did see it. See, I know you're on the cutting edge of these things, Dan, always. We know this. If there's a meme, I'm like, Dan will understand the reference. Dan will understand the reference. By the way, chat, did you like... this might go over some people's heads, but did some of you like the graphic for today's tweet for the stream? If you didn't see it, click on that link there, and I mean, whilst you're there, you might as well retweet it and all that. And if you're not followed on Twitter, you might as well do that as well. But check out the graphic I made for today's tweet, going live tweet. I think it's fun because I have been not as much as some other people, as some of my friends, but I've been taken into the world of Elden Ring recently. Should we sign Kid? Do you think Kid's going to be a worldie in the future? Or not Kid, or Leo. Leo does run fast, doesn't it? Nah, it's from that Lord of the Rings game. Elden Ring's not Lord of the Rings, but yes, it's from that. It's not about Lord of the Rings, no. It just has Ring in the title. But yeah, it is from that, which I've been very much taken into. I looked at it while squinting because I'd just woken up, so didn't look at it properly. That's fair, Will. That's fair. Let's see. Did anyone just like it now because I mentioned it? I think Breezy did. Good work, Breezy. Is anyone here? Is anyone playing Elden Ring at the moment? Who's here? Let's have the nerdiest talking. That's not what you say. The nerdiest chat ever. Is it better than Daisy? No. Daisy will have my heart forever. Forever. In fact, I prioritize playing Daisy over it on Thursday. So, I mean, that's got to be something, right? I'm playing FM. I mean, that's fair, Reese. I'm sure there are people here who play FM. That's almost a certainty at this point, isn't it? Should we sign Kid or Leo? I do like Leo. I wish he was a bit stronger. I wish it was a little bit stronger. And why can't he play inside forward here? How does he look playing inside forward here? What's he missing from his game? I know the finishing, which is why I kind of want to think about moving him wide. You're yet to install the FM Winter Update. You go through patches, Dan, don't you, of playing and then not playing. I do like Leo while looking at Kid. Yeah, I do like Kid whilst looking at Leo as well, MD. Yeah, I think you're definitely a patchy FM player, which I think I was. Until I started streaming it or making content on it, I think I was a patchy FM player. Like, fully invested, fully, like, immersed in a save, and then I'd go a few months without playing it. Are you currently playing in a non-playing patch? Yeah, currently in a non-playing patch. Yeah. A patchy FM. Exactly. I used to do that. And then I'd come back to it, and I'd be like, why did I ever stop? I love this. I think games in general have that. I did that with DayZ, actually, as well, for a while. until we decided we play every Thursday. That I went through like a year and didn't play it at all, and then came back. I was like, I love this. I don't know why I stopped. It's weird, isn't it? Maybe you just get tired. I think it's a bit like, I think your brain has like burnout generally in lots of different things, doesn't it? That even if you think you love it, after a while, it tells you don't love it. It's probably like a survival thing. Adriel's quite a good midfielder. We've got a good striker. I'm just thinking about our future Brazilian team. We've got, let me move out the way slightly. We've got a decent striker in Bocao. We've got a decent centre-back in Cesar. Shall we go and get like a really decent midfielder in Adriel? Is he really decent? What does his potential look like? I mean, he is really decent, isn't he? He'd cost basically all our money now, though, is the thing. When you say you'll only play it every Thursday, it spreads it well. Exactly right. You don't burn out on it because you play it in like a cycle. You're right. Whoever has De Gea in FPL is not playing today. Oh, there you go. I've been doing that with the same save for the last 5 years. There you go then. For me, saves tend to get boring after a while, and starting a new one sometimes feels like a project in itself. Yeah, I guess you've got that. You know when it feels like hard work to start something new, doesn't it? Even though it's not really and it's fun, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I can bring myself to start it. It feels like a burden in some ways. I know what you mean. Should we sign Adriel? I need some feedback here, chat. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to spend my money. Or do we sign this guy and try and turn him into a Brazilian? That's another option. His potential doesn't seem as good. Who did this overall report from the recruitment team? Because this guy's got 20 determination, which I do really like. He is half Brazilian, and he hasn't declared for Switzerland, although he's got 12 under 21 caps. It would be a waste of time if we sign him and then he does declare for Switzerland, though, wouldn't it? And we're not the Brazil manager to make him sign for us. Do you know what? Is there a way that... Is the Brazil under 21 job available? I can declare interest in the under 23s job. I don't want to because I don't know if I always feel like it's a bit worrying and a bit scary because your club might get annoyed. But should I get this for now? At least like I could try and bring some non-Brazilians in, and it might give me a better chance of getting the full team. I can actually declare interest in the full squad. Can you just declare interest in any? Isn't that the senior team? Yeah, it might well be actually. It might be. Can you always declare interest? They've oh, it's available. They're looking for a new manager. Apply for job. Why doesn't apply for job come up here then? I think it's available. You can always say it, can you? Oh, I should go for this, shouldn't I? Do you know what? I'm not mudding the save. I'm going to save it. Well, then get the job. I think we should apply for the Brazil job. Good thing you checked. That was so weird, wasn't it, Stu? Like, I just went on the advert and it says apply. Let's apply for the job then. I've saved it in case it does mud our save. I don't think it will. It never usually does. But you know when you're a bit like, yeah, this is the first national team job of the save for sure. We went for the Brazil job and didn't get it last time. So, you know, might be difficult to get straight into the Brazil spot. Yeah, well, I mean, we tried once and then didn't. So, yeah, it is exactly that. We might not get it, but we might as well apply, right? And then we can turn that guy into Brazilian and then we can sign him and we're happy days. He might not want to play for Brazil, but we can try. He might want to play for Brazil if he's going to get a full cap. And he's only got under 21 caps for Switzerland. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's find out. They've received it. How long do you reckon this will take? To kind of want Hamburg want him now. Should I loan out Savio? I don't think I should. I think we should get like this would be a really good loan though. If we were to loan him out. Hamburg, he'd be a starter. They've got superb training facilities. I think Savio should play for us. I think you might be right. Is he homegrown at club? He's already had a loan. So no, I don't think so. I think he's going to... Well, he's had 2 loans. So he's only homegrown at Nation anyway. So the loan won't hurt him in that regard. It's just whether it hurts him in a development sense. He's already quite good. Like, he'd very quickly become good enough for the first team, I think, if we played him. And he's 20. So it is now the time where he just needs some first team football. Should we... I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Should we keep him until January? And if he's not playing enough, loan him for the second half of the season. Maybe better if you're... I do wonder if it may be better if you're unlikely to play. He's definitely not going to be first choice at the moment. What do you reckon we should do? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. And I'll explain my reasoning. He's probably not going to be a starter here. But I'm going to try and give him game time. Whereas at Hamburg, in the league below, he would be a starter. They've got superb training facilities. It would mean we also lose, though, one of our backups. But we do have lots of backups. So I don't know. I'm going to say Savio, keep or loan. And I just want your feedback on there. There's a 2 minutes poll going on right now. Loan, in my opinion, if he's not first choice. Well, there you go. Loan, he can develop more. There's a poll going on. Let me know what you think in there. Seems like so far we've got more votes for loan. Let me see his profile. Of course. Your profile, he looks like this. Look. 15. Most people saying loan. I'd say loan, but 0% and £0 fee. Do you know what? I don't think that's really my issue. Might as well try and get some money back. You could be right, I suppose.
Okay.
I could. I might accept this and then offer him out. Loan got more options. I might accept this loan because this is a really good loan for him. It says regular starter. I like Hamburg. They've got a great training facilities, etc. I think I might accept this, but then also offer him out. See if we can get some, in case anybody else comes in with a bit of money. Right? Okay, I think you've pretty comprehensively made me decide. I like doing this. I think we should do more of this. For the save, let's get like... I might ignore you sometimes, but let's do loads of polls for like opinions. Let's work together. So be ready to vote on polls is what I'm saying. Let's accept it. I don't think Keep is going to make a comeback from this point, are they? How you doing, Skilly? Hope you're good, my friend. Selective democracy, of course. That's not a problem, is it? That's not problematic in any way. How you doing, Dom? Welcome in, buddy. Democracy, but not actually. That's what we call it, yeah. I have loaned out a Tadey. He's gone to Frankfurt. He's another young backup player who's going to get some first team football. Did they promise to give him first team football? I believe that squad player. Hopefully he plays. He's good enough to play, so he should play. And Newerton is going to go to Paderborn, where, I mean, we've sent him there. He's one of our youngsters. So a few of our youngsters are going out on loan, but staying in Germany, which is good. You're a bit hungover, you Dom. Nice. Did you enjoy the UCL games this week? The Real Madrid game was class. It was a bit mental, wasn't it? They bottled it, though, didn't they, PSG? They bottled it. I'm glad to hear that, Skilly. Right, Savio. Let's offer him for a loan and see if somebody will pay 50% of his wages. It's better than nothing then, isn't it? And they do need to be does need to be a regular starter. And it does need to be in Germany. Are the things there. Right, no bids. Atadi's gone as well. First time on the stream to watching on YouTube. Yes, Luis. Thank you, buddy. I do love that. People who are here in the stream regularly will know. I love I love that as a message, as a comment in the chat that you're here from YouTube. It means it's good. It means we're expanding, don't we? I don't know what I enjoyed more about Real PSG. My favourite team winning or PSG having a meltdown. Well, Raki, you got both. You got both, didn't you? Have you noticed loan offers are offering players out for loans just seem busted? Yes, CRT. They don't get them. Like, no, I don't know. Like, they're interested and you're offering them out for naught and they still don't want them to go. You get barely any offers, and yeah, definitely less from domestic teams. It's weird. It is weird. I think you might be onto something with that. It's difficult to substantiate to know whether it's a bug or not. It's frustrating for sure. I'm here from the FM20 Streamer Showdown Season 2. Yeah, actually, when did people get here? Talking of when did people get here to the stream? Big Man has been here for 29 months
already. Clates Crab.
Big Man's been here for 29 months.
Clates
Crab indeed, which is significant because he was the very first subscriber in the channel. So show some love for that resub for sure. That deserves some Lennies and some crabs. Clates Crab. So there you go. There you go. First signed Iheanacho. Just signed Iheanacho first game, then broke his leg. Dylan. It's not gone well. We had a good moment like that, didn't we? Do you remember the whole Nicky Cash situation last year, chat? Signed for 120 million. He got injured first game. I was awake way earlier than Saturday morning. I was just looking for an FM stream. The news. Hey, there you go then, Nimdy. There you go. Happy to oblige. I'm in that in-between stage where I'm constantly getting into round 16 of Champions League. My players are just getting frustrated. They don't have enough playing time and won't. CRT. Well, this is exactly where I am at the moment. There's the Nicky Cash emote look. That's when he got injured in his first game after like 12 minutes. I think it was less than that actually, wasn't it? Than 12 minutes. I can't remember. Wasn't very much. But yeah, what emote? That was a great moment. That's my pinned tweet that's got like 2,500 likes on it, isn't it? Wild. It's just a classic FM moment, I think. RIP Nicky Cash. Nicky Cash was not worth 120 million. Did it let us win the league though? Did let us win the Champions League? He played in the Champions League final. Didn't play well, but as a means to an end, we won the Champions League. So, do I care? No. Love Botta. Botta was the boy, wasn't he? I love that we got Botta back. That was so good. Randolph is off on... he's gone for 33k. Goodbye, Randolph. You will be missed. You were Danish. So, yeah, there you go. Botta was elite as a right wing back. He really was, yeah. More value than Paqueta. Yeah, exactly that. What a save. That Hereford save, man. I hope we can turn this save into one of those. It's difficult because I feel like we keep going better and better. Like those of you who were here for the Malvern save, I think we all said it at the time. We were like, this is a save for the ages. And then I think Hereford was better. I think I've changed my mind. I think Hereford is my favourite ever save. I think. It's tough. The original Hertha save, by the way, those of you who are here for that, which was way back, that was pretty good too. That was pretty good. Leone will say the Hertha save for sure. Bring back Yambo. What a man. Na, Yambo. What a time. But yeah, I think I hope this save can become this. I hope it can. It does look a lot like this is going to be a full game cycle, this save, by the way. So if it is, I know that loads of you love the Jurassic sound clip. Yeah, that was also amazing. I have those all on my PC somewhere. Like at some point, chat, what we should do is we should take all of the sound clips and we'll make like a medley. And you can just, for like, imagine the nostalgia that we could get from all of those sound clips now. Or like in like a year or two's time, how much nostalgia there will be on those. It'll be so good. If this does end up being the entire game cycle, by the way, next year will be an up save. Yeah, we could do things like versus mode versus those former teams. We could definitely go and get that Hertha team, etc. Just to use the sound clips. That'd be good. Yeah, I think Jed Bruno might still be on here. Yeah, it is. Bruno. Some of them are still on here.
And now we've been offered worms.
That's not one. I think you might be in a 4-month save from July. Possibly. Like what we now March. Yeah, maybe we're kind of over-egging it if we think we're going to be... yeah, there might well be a little save in between. Like the game comes out in November. You're right, actually. You're right. What have we done now? I suppose, actually, we're 4 seasons in. You might well... Yeah, I think you're probably correct. There may well be one. If there's not enough time to do a full up, though, I do feel like we should save the up save. When I say an up save, I mean like a lower league England. I basically mean a Malvern or a Hereford. I think we should save that for the new game. And then we go and... I've got an idea of what club to do already. I'm not going to tell you because it's going to be a... It's going to be... We need to check it and work on it and things like that. But I've got an idea. I had a thought of what I wanted to do for that. But I think we should save that for like... To give us as much time as possible. Is what I'm thinking. I mean, I just... you missed Spineless. Spineless is still on here. Shut up, Will. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will.
Spineless.
It better be Cadbury. It might be Cadbury. Cadbury would be good. Spineless is still on here. Spineless is on... look. I've literally got a top that says Spineless on it. How you doing, JT, by the way? I hope you're good. End on that groan. Yeah. Exactly. Talking of Malvern, our next opposition is Malvern. Do we have time to put a Hereford friendly in? Maybe we should. I don't think we do. I mean, nah, I don't want to put one there. Should I cancel this one? Oh, no, hang on. That's the under-19s anyway. We could. Should we put a Hereford friendly in? Just for old time's sake. We'll need to go to them, won't we? No vertebrae, just vibes. Spineless is the brand, it is. Let's put a Hereford game in as well. They're in. We're going to Edgar Street. I have so many injuries in a short space of time. Got 4 subs, included a goalkeeper. Wow, Dylan. You're in the mud. You're in the mud. No vertebrae, just vibes, which is probably endlessly confusing for people when they look at my bio, to be honest, but there you go. Are you Leeds? Yeah. Coffee's on its way to getting cold, chat, so reminders welcomed. Right, Bocal's nearly back. It'd be good if he could play in some of these friendlies. I'd like him to play in some of the friendlies. We do need to try and find him game time. I think I'm going to keep him at... Oh, now, same thing applies. Do we keep Bocal at the club? Because he can play for the under-23s. Do we want him to be homegrown at club? I think we probably do, don't we? I feel like Bocal and Cesar should be 2 that we prioritise to make homegrown at club. You'd keep him. Okay. Thank you, Lucas. I think, yeah, okay. I'm glad you agree. 2 years ago today, Arteta got COVID and the Premier League fell apart. Is that 2 years ago today? Yeah, if you go overload. Well, I don't want to go overload, Pav. We're not going to do that. He'd be good on the bench. He would, I agree. I don't want to go overload. I don't think we're going to. The options that we've got, by the way, for this season are Hertha Heaven, which is a 4-2-2, which I do want to prioritise to start with, which looks like this, which would have, instead of Cesar being there, it would be Leonardo up front and we'd move it around. We can go with the spanner, which of course is always there if we need. And then we've got the wrench, which is the wide spanner. It's a bit like Bruno Ball, which I did think maybe this is like an in-between. It does allow us to play Paulo Cesar, which is one of our best youngsters who I think we might want to give game time to. So that's an option too. It's kind of where we're at with things at the moment. We'd have to see how they go. But I think just based on how OP the overload seems to be, based on that United video, I think we should avoid it. Which, it would be a hell of a lot of fun. And this is in before, like, we're in the relegation zone and I need something. But I think we should avoid it for now. Been using a 4-1-3-2 with a deep Roman playmaker, 2 Metzalas and centre mid on attack, and it's been really doing really well. That sounds fun. I like a Roman playmaker in there. That's cool. Bruno's 11 dribbling at CB is tasty. Yeah. You mean 152 goals in a season is OP? Nah. Yeah, I think it might be MD. Oh no! They've rejected us. Rob Mole, you little mole. Is he my personal assistant? Or is that is my personal assistant called Rob Mole? Because I don't think we should be employing people who are literally named Mole. We've had this issue at Hereford. Do you remember we had the snakes in the grass and the moles? Rob Mole is my PA. Not another Villa situation. Exactly. That whole Villa situation was a madness. But there was a leak in there. It's happening again. Oh, no. Stu, thank you very much. Stultified is maybe your name. I'm just calling you Stu. Moly, moly, moly. Did anybody read Adrian Mole as a child, by the way? Love those books. Rob Mole, on the other hand. How have I not noticed you before? Salah levels of associating with dodgy people. Exactly. I did sack about 5 staff members because of that, JT. I did. I did. To try and rat out the mole. That's not a saying, is it? Rat out the mole. To try and find the mole, I sacked everybody and it still kept happening. All along, it was probably Rob. Is that because they've employed somebody else or they've just said no to me? Have they just rejected me and still don't have a manager? Because that would suck, wouldn't it? Right, hang on a minute. They have employed somebody. Who have they employed over me? I'd like answers. This is definitely not the best way of doing this. Kuka. Wasn't he the manager in real life? At some point. No. Oh, maybe he was, but not on here. He's the Atletico Mineiro boss, and they've gone for him. Can I have the under-21s job? Or under-23s job? Goes by international. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Rip Galaxy. Oh, I sacked Galaxy because of that, didn't I? I remember. He hasn't been back since. I did sack Galaxy during that time. So, for context, everybody who's new and did not witness this, where I sacked about 5 staff members because somebody was leaking our scout reports and all kinds of stuff to Aston Villa, it seemed anyway. We used to do staff renames where if you exchanged channel points, you could rename a staff member. Or if we did giveaways, you could rename a staff member. A viewer called Galaxy, lovely guy, spent his channel points or won a competition, or won a giveaway, sorry, to rename a staff member. He did that and then I sacked him. And he's not been back since. Kuka means something inappropriate in some Spanish-speaking countries. Oh, does it? Interesting. You should apply for a random national team and get the national team experience for when the Brazil job comes up again. I probably should, shouldn't I? He was also my assistant manager. Yeah, he was, yeah. Right, Savio's off. To get the playing time you need. Why have I spoken to him? Jam, 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 jam. What do I say? Right, I've said that. Oh, Galaxy's back! Yes! Galaxy's here, everyone! Get in, Galaxy! Have you actually just come back for this stream, by the way? I love that. Can we all have a hello, Galaxy? That's a great moment. That's a great moment. That's a TikTok in itself. I love that. That's so good. I love when these moments happen. We seem to attract these moments like this, don't we? Mods, do a timestamp on this. Do a timestamp on this. That's funny. Even if it's just a tweet, that's a funny tweet, isn't it? That's really good. That's made me laugh. Right, so the Brazil thing didn't work. Shall we? What? Should we try and sign Rodrigo? No, we definitely haven't got the minerals for this. We could, though, do something. We haven't got the minerals for this. We could sign Rodrigo. Literally my first stream back. What a time to return. That's so good. That is so good. That must have been endlessly confusing for you, though, Galaxy. Endlessly confusing when you just came in for that. That's really funny. That's really funny. I love it. Oh, I need the I need screenshots of the chat, don't I, to make this funny for the tweet. Let me just sorry chat, 1 second. I need to do you know, for the tweets, I need to do some admin for a second. So I haven't got the chat on screen, which is annoying. I usually would. Let me put it on. I need a screenshot of you saying, "Oh, I came back for this stream." There we go. Modding done. I think we're good to go. That's really funny. People don't realize the admin that goes into making memes. I know, right? I know. Matt Hancock playing cricket springs to mind. Exactly. There was a lot that went into that. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. Why am I offering for Rodrigo? I can't afford this, can I? It would be a nice extra offer, though, wouldn't it? Hey!
Thank you.
Kakota's gifted a sub.
_die gifted a tier 1 sub to Galaxy_Noodle2.
Hey, thank you for the
32
assist.
gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the assist, Kakota, assisting Galaxy Noodle. Corner taken quickly. Galaxy! Sign him, why not? I mean, we could. I make the offer. You want to sign Sam Maximum, can't get any decent offers. For, you want to sell him? Yeah, that's not good. Sign him? It's only 10 million now. It's 50 million total. I don't know if we can afford the wages, but does that answer... Where do we play him? He's really good. Last year, he was really good for Dortmund. It would be weakening Dortmund as well. He got 11 goals for them, look, playing as a striker in 14 and 19. He's quite good. He wants a big wage. That's fine. Sign him. You would say that, though, wouldn't you? Let's add a relegation release clause because they love those. Wages mud. Yeah. Is there anyone else we can sell to be able to afford this? Because we could do that. Evan Nilsson could go. Oh, does this mean we could... Do you know what? We could turn a profit then. We could sell Evan Nilsson now and turn a profit. And is Rodrigo good enough to just take his spot in the squad anyway? Is he an upgrade? Because actually, that's not a bad point at all. My first chat since I've been back. I've been watching since the start. Ah, Galaxy. Well, thank you, buddy. I love that though. That's even better. To be honest, that's even better. And we're not going to let it ruin the meme. So I love it. Thank you for being about, Galaxy. Of course, you don't need to chat. There's loads of people. What do we call them? Ear users. That's what we call them. He's better vibes than Evan Nilsson. That's very true. Yeah, we've got loads of ear users. Loads of people here who just use their ears rather than chat away, which is absolutely appreciated. So I appreciate it. He's better vibes. Because Evan Nilsson's wages, what are they? 51k. But let's do a comparison. Who's more fun? Evan Nilsson better at defending and one better at mentals, worse physicals, which I do rate quite highly. And Rodrigo's got better technicals. He's not as good in the air. Lurker here. There you go. Treebeard as a lurker or an ear user. I appreciate it, buddy. See, Evan Nilsson is quite good. But the 18 agility, 16 pace is quite good. Do you need another winger? Rodrigo weakens a rival too. It does. Evan Nilsson's quite good. He is. So maybe selling Evan Nilsson's not the answer. Do we need another winger? No. Not really. But it's vibes, isn't it? It was very much Anthony or Rodrigo, and we've gone for both at the moment. Why not both? Well, I mean, we could, if we don't sell Evan Nilsson, we could sell... And we've loaned out Savio, to be fair, so that's another one gone. We could try and sell Vinicius. I don't think I want to, because I think he is the different option. 10 work rate, though, gross. Does only have 10 work rate. Does only have 10 work rate. But he's... I don't know. Is that offset by the fact that he's literally rapid? Do we need another poll? I think we should. Anyway, just to get a... I will ignore it, but I think we should do another poll. Let's do... Evan Nilsson or Rodrigo. Let's just literally compare them. Which one would you do? Evan Nilsson. Keep Evan Nilsson or sign Rodrigo. As I think we understand the context around everything. You know, he's at Dortmund, etc., etc. That is annoying that you can't do polls on mobile. There's a poll. Let me know what you think. Would you keep Evan Nilsson or would you sign Rodrigo and sell Evan Nilsson? Just for like reasons. I think people like the idea of a new player as well, though. And I am the same. Like, I kind of think it'd be nice to have a new player. It's quite close. What about Evan Nilsson's stats last season? I can give you a little bit more context as well. Evan Nilsson, over his 4 seasons with us, has done quite well. That's exactly why I picked Rodrigo. I know. I'm exactly the same, though. He's got 11 in 24, 16 in 41. He got 13 in 24. He got worse every season. You could say that, yes. New greater than old. And he's still got a massive value. And regardless, we samba. Exactly. Hey, Burgess. How you doing, buddy? I'm good. Thank you, dude. How are you? How are you? Coffee. Regardless, we do samba. There we go. Regardless, we do samba. So what do people say? People like Rodrigo. People say Rodrigo. He's a year younger, which I don't really think it makes a big difference, does it? When are you leaving? You're not leaving yet. You're leaving on the 1st of August. That's another player going. It's only 8k off the wage budget, though. It's maybe a little bit extra to stick into the wages. We might be able to afford the wages, really, and do both. Although, does Evan Nilsson actually need to be the one that gets sold? That's the question I'm kind of asking now. Guess there's no one else obvious. Vinicius is the other one because he's older. but we wouldn't get as much money, but it would probably cover it. I don't know if anyone buys him, though. And actually, he was the one who scored all our goals last year. He got 28. So, yeah, there's no one else obvious. And Evan Nilsson, if we do go with this, Evan Nilsson can play all of these. Excuse me. Like, Evan Nilsson can play across any of these positions because he's also either-footed. But is he bad vibes? That's the question. Do we need to should we just keep both until January when one of them's really upset? Like, I know that we're talking about the wage. Oh. Why do we have 55k in the wage budget now? We've got loads of wages left. I thought we had 23k. We're actually not going to be over the wages anyway. We can put 8 million into our wages and be fine here. I know it's a lot of wages, but actually must have been the loans out. But we didn't loan out that many wages, right? Like, these guys didn't have big wages. Savio, I mean, we're paying Savio's wage anyway. Oh, just because Cipriano went? I don't think he was on much anyway. Weird. It's gone up. Unless we've just been given more. I doubt that, though. Let's ask Angelo to endorse this move. Indicate you would choose a club solely on its merits rather than what Angelo says, which is a shame. Maybe. I don't know. But either way, we can afford both. Should we just keep both? Are we missing out on Evan Nilsson when he's at a big value, though? Is that part of this? I kind of want to sign Rodrigo just because he plays for Dortmund and just because he's a new player. And signing new players is really fun. Grill has signed a new 4-year deal for Augsburg, which is news for everybody. Caligari's playing for Brazil under-23s. Are they losing or winning? They beat New Zealand 4-0. So if they lose, that'd be good for us. Paulo Cesar's playing for them, look. And played very well as well, actually. This is nice. Angelo scored a goal. Good. Not tomorrow. D-Rev, that's a complete lie. Next Sunday. Not tomorrow, but the week after. We talked about it a little bit earlier, D-Rev. Not tomorrow, a week tomorrow, we're going to be doing our next World Cup. And it's going to be footballers as TV shows. So get thinking. Vinicius picked up an injury. Ollie French Jr. rejoices. How are the prospects in the under-23s looking? For us, then most of them are out on loan at the moment, look. We've got Salvandi. Well, in our under-23s, we've also got a B team, which you can't see on here. So there's actually like 3 teams you can look at. But in under-23s, there's not many. Because we've actually technically got a B team as well, which is... It's a bit weird because it's an edited club. Most of them out on loan. And we've had to sign all of those youngsters. We've also got all of these coming in. Look how many young Brazilians we've got joining the club. Loads. Including some good ones. Like Netinho is a really exciting youngster at 17, look. If we get Rodrigo, we might just be able to get one more youngster as well, you know. One more 17-year-old.
Subscribed X21. This is a cue for Clates to say Ian in a high-pitched voice.
Ian! Thank you very much for the 20 months. Good from you, that. Thank you very much for the 21. What a guy. What a guy. You are 3 months away from a Clates OG sub badge, so enjoy that. Thank you very much, though. I really appreciate the 21 months of support. What a man. Let me do some emotes as well. There you go. Have some emotes. Ooh. If you want to see them, check out Leonie's one, look. Or Dan's. Oh, no, Dan's actually... How many months? Dan's nearly there. Dan's nearly there. Are we doing this then? That was quick. That was very fast. But what's the cutoff? I think it's 2 years is the OG. So you're 4 months off. Do I sign Rodrigo then? We all know the answer is yes, it's done. We've signed Rodrigo as well. I've been baited into that. We had a big discussion. Which one should we go for? Anthony or Rodrigo? I've done both. For Christ's sake. He's actually got a 72 million release clause as well, which I think is fine. But we've now got both. He's really... Actually... Oh, he's not. He plays the other side. Oh, do you know what? It's actually worth having both. I don't think we've got as many on this left-hand side. I actually think that is better than we first thought. He's not competing with Anthony. He goes here. And it's like Martinelli or Rodrigo on this left-hand side. If we need to play Martinelli up front, we now can. Like, if we change to, like, this now, you go there, you go there,
20 resubscribed,
and you
X2.
go there. Dom, thank you for the 2. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you. That's my favourite resub. What a guy. You've got a new... You've not got a new one. I don't think you've got a new one. You might have, actually. I can't remember what I did with the sub badges. Check your sub badge. Ian's on a train in North Poland, turning in for my daily dose of mud. Yep. Welcome. Because we could do this, look. That's a quite exciting front 4, isn't it? Anthony, Rodrigo, Angelo, Martinelli. That's without even using, like... Vinicius, Leonardo, who was really good last year. Is it forcing Angelo into the team? I think it is, but I think we have to. We've signed him. Let's ask Martinelli to welcome him, which is good. What's the hierarchy looking like at the moment? Atmosphere and everything is good. Renan wants to go. You can't though, I'm afraid, which is a shame. I need to drink the rest of this very cold coffee. Cheers, everyone. That was cold. Bocal's nearly back from his injury. Clear transfer policy. What, I've signed everybody? We've won 13-0 against Malvern. Leonardo scored loads. Who did they start? Martinelli, Vinicius. Leonardo started left and scored 5. That could be a spanner in the works. Where's the Tory mug? It's in... It's what it need. I don't know. It's in the cupboard. Kat made this coffee. She made it in this. I'm afraid. What's this doing, by the way? Why is this here? Where's Brenner on this save? We had him and then we sold him, JBC. We didn't get a good roll on Brenner. He's just not very good. That's interesting. Leonardo starting left and scoring 5. Okay. Dylan, what are you doing to them? That was a very Boris Johnson stutter before saying that. It was actually, yeah. I need to get rid of that out of my, my dialect. That needs to stop. He also missed a penalty. Leonardo could have had 6 here. Neto, Calvin, Luis Felipe. That defense is good. Caligari probably comes in. Otherwise, it is starting the team that I kind of said, isn't it? Vinicius for Angelo, and then probably Rodrigo in there. Did Rodrigo come off the bench? No, but Bocal did and got a goal, which is good. Should we see Bocal's next goal? I don't know why. We're watching all of these, all of his goals, aren't we? Which is nice. Cool. Here's Bocal's second goal for the club. In behind the Malvern defence. Finishing with aplomb. Lovely. Lovely stuff. He missed a penalty but scored the rebound. Ah, did he? Was that why? That makes sense then, yeah. I didn't quite see. Clayton does analysis. Yep, that was it. Analysis. That was a goal. Keeper positioning 1. I mean, he plays for Malvern, so yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, Dirty Dog, I think you're correct on that. Savio's played for Hamburg. He got an assist, which is good. Was that in the league? Oh, it is in the league. Did he start? Yes. Good. So Savio's getting starts for Hamburg, which is what we like to see. He started. Oh, they're playing him as a striker. I like this. I don't mind them starting him as a striker. He played as a striker for Brazil under 20s and got 2 goals in 4 games, look. Matt Sargent. What? I don't know what that means. 24th minute goal. So, yeah, that's probably it. That's good. And also, Nay came off the bench. Unless he got dragged off after 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. Do you remember Nay? Oh, was that what up front was it? Was it Sargent? Was it Josh Sargent or Matt Sargent? Are they 2 different people? I don't know. Have I played too much FM if I'm now in the 2048-49 season? Ask Ryan, because I think he's in probably further than that. So I think both of you, the answer is probably yes. Nay, we sent him out to Turk Gücü München, who I thought were not in Germany, and it turns out they are. And I was baited by the Turkish flag in their badge. Sheesh, yes. I'm in 2030 with like 1,300 hours. Yep. There you go. Ryan's in 2072-73. The groundsman's asking me for stuff. Leave me alone. That was our 13-0 win. We play Monaco in our next friendly, which is against... Oh, I should attend it. I'm not going to attend it, but I should. That's against Mickey C. He's coming back. He's coming back. The game breaks when you resign from jobs, so be wary. Yeah, I saw you put that in the Discord, right? Caligari played again. Played well, 8.3. Cesar started the game, played okay as well. Angelo scored another goal, got 2 assists. Love this from Angelo. Beating the Ivory Coast under 23s with a couple of goals. Like it. Well, 1 goal and 2 assists. He's starting. They're starting him right, which is where I said I might start him as well. Did Leo start? Oh, I do feel like I should sign these players. Leo starting. Is Kid in the squad? And Adriel started. Those are the 2 that I said. Is there a Chelsea release video coming? There's not. I kind of don't know whether we should just steer well wide of the Abramovich thing. Like, it's a bit of one of those, isn't it? I thought about it and I was like, do you know what? I'm not sure it's... Is it a bit cheap in terms of content? I don't know. I thought about it and then I'm not sure. So I'm not really sure at the moment, CRT is what I say. It's very unclicked of this not being a video. It is, Ian. I saw your tweet as well. You're right. I'm trying to think of a way we can do it that isn't like... Basically, the whole undertone of this is that it's based on a war and an invasion of Ukraine, which I'm not sure I'm particularly okay with. You know what I'm saying? You know, just call him random businessman. So I just... The issue with that as well. Also, yeah, it's very difficult to replicate in any way anything that replicates what will happen at Chelsea because nobody knows as well. So it's one of those. It's like, also, there's the part that's not... It's not going to be... It might not be very accurate. It's very difficult to be any type of accurate. And also, geopolitical stuff is just asking for some YouTube comments that I don't really want to have to deal with. You know? So that's kind of where I'm at with it, to be brutally honest on it. So yeah. Back to FM. We'll probably swerve that one. Exactly. I think it's just probably easier. Leo Adriel. I want to sign one of these. Is that... Have we got any money left? No. So maybe we can't sign either of them. That kind of... We've got 4 million up front. We might need to sell one more person to cover our wages. Is there anyone else we can sell? Oh, you're going? Do we get them? Have we got the money yet? Or do we get the money in 3 days? Let's wait for him to go and we'll make a decision then. Can't take the heat, so staying in the cupboard. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Kind of that. Staying in my little cupboard, playing FM. Oh, first round draw. Let's hope we get some terrible team, please. We'll probably still make it a very tricky game. Ingolstadt, away. They're only in the division below. That's not what we wanted. Also, Vieira, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. That's way too difficult. We might actually struggle with that. Okay. I don't know when we get the money for that, says Gomez sale. So I'm going to wait till the 1st and we'll decide then, I think. Shame we didn't get worms. And now we've been offered worms. That is true. It's very true. Angelo has played a... Oh, we already had that roundup. We've looked at those. Did Rodrigo play in that as well? Rodrigo's at that tournament as well. Oh, okay. Get that reassigned. Angelo looks like he's been told something really funny. Yeah, that's the picture I put in as well because I haven't updated my face pack in about 3 years. So all of like the young Brazilian players don't have photos because I've not updated it in a while. Where's his photo? he does look a bit like that, doesn't he? He was laughing at the Galaxy thing from earlier. What's the idea of playing a Hertha Brazil save? So, Grips, I wanted to do a Hertha save, but I wanted to make it a bit more challenging and also make it a little bit fun. Everyone loves signing Brazilian players, so we're signing Brazilians for Hertha. And we've made that a thing. A bit like Wolves do with Portugal, a bit like some other clubs do, like Shakhtar with their Brazilians as well, I suppose. We've got part of our club vision is that we're signing Brazilian players. And at the moment, we've just got to this point. Our entire except for this made-up goalkeeper. Our entire... Does that mean we need another goalkeeper in our squad? Have we got Ollie French Jr.? I think we need French Jr. in our first team squad. Oh, he's not Brazilian anyway. Our entire first team squad is Brazilian. We've got to this point. Are all your staff Brazilian? No, the staff aren't all Brazilian. Although, we're trying to move towards as many of them being Brazilian as possible. There's a fair few in there, look. Like, my head of youth development is now. We've got a coach in there. We've got 3 physios that are now Brazilian. We're moving towards that, but this is going to take a bit longer because there's so much in terms of... So many in terms of... Julia Baptista is our under-19s manager, by the way. The former Brazil player. That's a fun one. Did I hear staff stream? Maybe, Callum, maybe. Who's your most expensive player that we've signed so far? I think Lucas Paqueta last year, right? For up to 87 million. Although that's, I guess, Martinelli's quite close to that. He's 80, look. Slightly more up front. So Gabriel Martinelli, Marcus Antonio. If I go through, just sort it, look. These are our most expensive by season. Cabral there, who's now at PSV, look. Cabral there. Then Martinelli. Then Paqueta. And then this season, it's been Anthony. Heard Liverpool are still scared of Baptista, yeah. With that 4-goal thing, yeah. Can you get Vanderlei Luxemburger yet? That's a good question. Did we look at him before? Was he not very good or something? Or was he not on my game? Do you remember? We did search for him before, I'm sure. I don't think he's on my game. I seem to remember. I don't think he is, look. Which is a real shame, because he's very good. They're really good. But yeah, no, it's a really fun save, Grips. Really fun save. I recommend it, doing it. If you want to do it, though, just be careful with what country you're in, because, like, the Bundesliga have this as their registration rules, which is this the Bundesliga? Yeah. You can register up to 99 players. So this means you can actually get around signing players that are Brazilian, and you don't have to have homegrown players in your club. Obviously, this still applies for, like, the Champions League, and we have to kind of work around that, which has been tough, which is why we're signing loads of youngsters that we can register. But yeah, it's a really good save. He was Cruzeiro manager, so maybe he retired. Oh, could be. I wonder why he's not in here, because Brazil's loaded. Maybe he just retired then. In fact, if I go to Cruzeiro, can I... Are they called Crew? This is where I probably should have done the Brazilian name fix for this save, considering how much we look at Brazil, but I didn't. I can. 1 second, Johnny. I will show you in a second. Let me go to... Oh, they're called CEC, aren't they? Let's look at their ex-managers. Yeah, he's retired. So he was in here. He was sacked, in fact, and then he's retired since. So there you go. We've solved that particular mystery, haven't we? He was sacked, and now he's retired since. Tactics-wise, we've got 3 on the go at the moment, Johnny. We've got Hertha Heaven, which is a 4-2-2 that looks like this. Hey, Luca, or Jay, sorry. Welcome in, buddy. I love that message. We know this. I'm glad you're enjoying it, dude. Welcome to the stream. We've got the 4-2-2 that looks like this, and then we've got the spanner, which, if you want to download, Johnny, there is a link to it somewhere. There is a video all about it on YouTube, so go and check it out. You can download this, and then we've also got this, which we haven't used yet, but is just basically the spanner, but edited to have wingers. So there you go. Those are them. There's also a new tactic video coming probably next week sometime. I'm going to hopefully record it today, as well as another different video. We're going to do... I can tell you, actually. I don't know why. It's not a secret. I'm going to do my top 10 centre mids as a video. We've done the strikers. We've done centre backs. I'm going to do my top 10 centre mids as a video today. So any last minute suggestions to make my top 10 would be good. Who's your favourite centre mid you've used? All good, Johnny. You're welcome, my friend. Mickey C has to be in there for sure. Again, he's not good. He's not good in the game, but he is good in the game, if you know what I mean. Like, attributes-wise, he looks like nothing, but he's so good. How's it gone? How's what gone, Musk? But hello, how are you? Are you asking me about my plans for something? Because if that's so, I haven't thought about it yet still. Fellaini, have you actually used him, Rasmus? Have you used John Joe Shalvijay? I like it. Another game for Brazil under 23s. Caligari played. Does that mean the others didn't play? Oh, Cesar did. Cesar played. James Maddison, he just YOLOs long shots. Nice. No, I'm not mental. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Ward-Prowse probably the best. MD, he's probably the best. I mean, you know that I think that anyway, right? Cesar has played well again for the under-23s. They beat Austria. They're doing quite well, this Brazil team, aren't they? Rodrigo started this one. Why? Oh, it's because I haven't got match reports on for him. Caligari, Cesar, Rodrigo, all starting. Who's this Giovanni guy? Oh, yeah, we did look at him. I don't think he's as good. I bet Rodri isn't in the top 10. No. The chat wants some Elden Ring. Oh, Musk, look at this. Look at this link. Look at my tweet for today's... We were talking about it earlier, actually. Look at my tweet for today. For my go live tweet for the FM stream. Because we were chatting about Elden Ring. So I made a... That's the graphic for today's stream, look. Right, we are playing the Super Cup next. What do we start for the Super Cup? I think probably this, right? We go with this system to start with. We are going to be missing Caligari, Rodrigo, and Angelo, I think. When are they back? The 11th. We're going to miss them for the Super... Are they going to miss the start of the season? They missed the first... Well, they missed the Cup game. They're back for the first Bundesliga game. Do you know what? That's okay. That's not so bad. This is it the Olympics that they're playing in? I'm not sure. Barella is a box-to-box world class. Yeah, really good. Luis Alberto, I really like. Great set pieces as well on Alberto, right? I really like Alberto. He's amazing in FM. He was amazing last year as well. Yeah, 17 corners as well, which very important. Very important. What's his free kicks? 15 too. Yeah, 20 Flair as well. Do you know what? Frogman, again, Benacer is very much in my top 20. Do you know, I might need to put Luis Alberto in. I don't think he was to start with. Benacer is definitely in my top 10 centre mids. If you haven't seen how good he is, look how good he is. You have a lot of time for that tweet. I'm glad. He is over the top good, I think. And I don't think you might even notice how good he is. But he's unbelievably good, Benacer. Obviously, this is a few years in, but he starts brilliant too. I like a left-footed centre mid as well. Harry Kane as a DLP is great. I actually don't doubt that, Callum. I actually don't doubt that. Cesar, yeah. Did he score? Oh, Cesar scored. I like it. Picasso, I like it. Was affordable early in the game cycle as well. Yeah, he was Fogman for sure. Weston McKennie's really good. Yep. We're linked with Gustavo Asensao, who's actually okay. He's quite good, actually. For a DLP. Who's he wanted by? Bayern. Lazio. I mean, we'll scout him. I don't think he'll have a release clause or anything. He's actually quite good, that Asensao. We've got a bid for Renan, who does actually want to leave, but I don't want to sell him, so I'm going to have to keep rejecting these things. You all, how you doing, buddy? More beer or SMS deep? SMS? Yeah, always a good one. Isn't that great? Amazing attributes, but doesn't do much in centre mid. Use him further forward, you reckon, right? Is that what you're saying? Berea is a monster, Jack, for sure, yeah. How did you come up with this Hertha Brazil save, Jake? Just because I've always done a Hertha save, and I wanted to just switch it up slightly. So I was thinking of ways to kind of freshen up rather than just doing a straightforward Hertha save. Also because Hertha became really good in FM, didn't they? Since I started doing Hertha saves when they were terrible. They actually got loads of money, and then they've become a bit of a power in FM. So I wanted to make it a bit harder and a bit more interesting. So everyone likes signing Brazilians, don't they? So we're going to do that. A few people have said him, Tim. Sven Meinans, or Sven Meinans, as I like to say his name. Starts at Sparta Rotterdam. Yeah, someone else just said that in the chat, actually. Pacina, loads of people like Pacina. I think Nicky really likes Pacina. Who took Pacina in the last showdown? Because he is really good, look. Again, probably starts off fairly cheap, doesn't he? He's basically mini Bellingham. McTominay, actually quite good on FM. But yeah. Ratchich from Valencia. To a lesser an extent, yes. Tell you who's good at Valencia, who I really like, is... Oh, you might not be here anymore, actually. He's not... Oh, I like him, by the way. That's a different one. For a left back, Aranya. He's Brazilian too. That's why I like him. Who was I going to say? Oh, yeah. This guy. Love him. He's probably not that good this year. He's now a director of football. But he's a hero of this channel. There you go, look. Does Trent count? Probably, yeah. I mean, he probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't put it in the video, but he definitely could be a great centre mid, couldn't he? Insane for sure. Right, we've got Bayern Munich in another chance at some silverware, which we always lose to Bayern. And technically, this is an away game. Yeah, we like Nunes, MD. He's also half Brazilian. So there was a time where we thought about signing him in this save because of his half Brazilianness. Decided in the end to go with Antonio because he was fully Brazilian. But for a long time, I think he went to Liverpool in this save. He's really, really good, Nunes. We've got lots of new numbers to do here, actually. Let's do our numbers. Let's go. Number 1 is not going to be Neto because he doesn't want it. Vinicius, we just need to give 34. Bremer 5 might be an issue this year because he's not a starter. Shall I give it to Felipe? They're going to swap numbers. Gabriel keeps 6. We need to give Cesar a number. He can get 23, like Jamie Carragher.
Follow me.
You mentioned McTominay. I think he's ridiculously overrated on this FM. I agree with you. I think actually a lot of the United team are, which is why I know some people didn't like that as content, but the last video I did, it was always going to be a bit of fun because United are still always going to be really good on FM because individual players, they're really good. So to win things wasn't ever going to be too difficult, but we just went and had a bit of fun on it in the end. Went with a ridiculous tactic to show it off sort of thing and signed some fun players. You know, Darwin Núñez scored 46 goals. Chiru, how you doing, buddy? I've missed your stream. We've missed you being here, Chiru. I hope you're good, my friend. We're doing all right. We're about to start season number 4. We're going to play the Super Cup now to start season 4. So, exciting times. 7 for Bruno. 10 for Antonio. I guess they can keep that. What number do we give to some of our new players? Do you know what? I feel like Rodrigo suits the 11. He wants 9. He's not going to get a 9. Bruno for 7. We don't talk about Bruno. Varane was hilarious. Oh, yeah. If you've not watched that video, by the way, Varane scored 26 goals. You might as well go and... I might as well tell you that. Go and watch it. Oh, yeah. New badges, Ollie. There are new badges. Any good new gens? Yeah, we have. True. I'll show you my favourite one so far. This guy. You can't really see that if I do that, can you? This guy's been brought in. 18-year-old new gen brought in for 10 million. No, 7 million. Spoilers. It kind of is, I suppose, Ian. Yeah. 7.5 million for this guy. Very, very good. Also 18. Yeah, he's now valued at that. So it was a release clause. 7.5 million pounds from Gremio. Look. Already worth 49 to 73. Yeah. We also brought in... The other one that's in our first team squad is this guy who was brought in for 6.5 million. Who's also going to be quite good, I think. Thank you, Churro. Thank you. I mean, it's actually the chat, to be fair. We kind of do it together, don't we? Let's go back to these numbers. Anthony needs a number. Anyone in this first? Renan's got 4. What was I thinking? Let's give... Do you know what? I'm going to give you 4 now. Bruno, because you're a bit deeper. I'm not going to give you that. I have 17. I'm going to give Anthony the number 7. I think it suits him. You keep 9, even though you're not necessarily going to be a striker. We'll give Bocau a number. 33. Evan Nilsson needs a number. You can get 16. These guys don't need numbers just yet. Everybody else has a number. Got your number. I hate the transfer value system. Yeah, it's very annoying. But then again, like if they move to any big team, it's the rep, isn't it? It's the rep of the club. Bocau in the Pokal. Yeah, I think we should start Bocau in the Pokal. I know they're a Division 2 team, so we should start a strong team, but I think we should as well. Vinicius is 6-1 fourth favourite. I'm thinking about not starting him. He got so many goals last year. I think he will start in this game though, because Angelo's away, isn't he? So that actually is something that would happen. Let's also praise your training. Bocau in the Pokal. Edison, the City goalkeeper, brilliant DLP. To be fair, didn't Ben do a video on Edison outfield? I think he did, didn't he? He could be good. So my Peruvian wonder kid to Wolfsburg for 30 mil. He was like 55. He's shown as 4 mil at my club. It's just reputation. It's just how much they cost to sign from those clubs, sort of thing. It's frustrating for sure, but it's just once you accept that that's the way it is, it's the way it is. Yeah, there you go. If you get sell-on fees, you can get really good money if you sell them to big clubs. It's kind of one of those, isn't it? Keeney, welcome in. Anything major happen? Well, this we signed Rodrigo. Against all advice, we signed Rodrigo as well. So we've now got Rodrigo and Anthony. So there you go. I prefer the new value system to the old one. I agree actually, Ollie. Yeah, I think I do like it. The value ranges, I think, are better. Right. We've got a match, everyone. We're only an hour and a half into the stream, and we're going to play a football game. Let's just see who we're going to play and where we're going to play them. I'm going to change this around slightly. Are we missing then? It's annoying because we're missing some. I don't need to see players who are not at the club anymore, do I? Those loanees can go. Nana Arthur probably doesn't need to be on the... he actually does need to be on the bench because we don't have any more on here. Where's Ollie? Where's Ollie? Oh, is Ollie's still at Worms, isn't he? Is Ollie still at Worms? I was going to give him a space on the bench, but I think he might still be at Worms. Oh, no. That's a different one. That's the other Ollie. Ollie. Oh, he's not even called that. He's called Frenchinho Jr. Oh, no. He's here. He is here. Right. He is here. We're good. He's back. So quick, my streamer has changed. I know, right? A player standing at a whopping 5'9". I thought you were searching. I know, Keeney. But he's also got 18 agility, so we're making it work. Am I old enough to go out on loan yet? Right, let's check that. Is Kokota? Could I send you... Oh, Kokota, do you want to go to Worms? Or to be fair, could you get away with Paderborn? Verge of the first team. Should we send Kokota to Paderborn? Kokota, do you want to go to Paderborn or Worms? Likewise... Right, where do you want to go? Paderborn or Worms? Where are you? You in here? What? Okay. Where are you? Under 19s? Too many Ollies. This is, yeah. I signed him for Atalanta. He's outstanding. Oh, Rodrigo. Okay, that's good. Everyone goes to Worms. This is non-negotiable.
And now we've been offered Worms.
Right, you can go out on loan. Would you like to go to Worms or Paderborn? I'll go to Worms. Right, Rise off to Worms. He's going to be an important player for them. End of the season. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. You're off. Kokota, what role would I get at Worms? Worms. I think you'd be a... Are you in this side here? Where are you? We've got so many different squads. I can't find people. Are you in the under 23s? Are you in the... Where are you? I think you're in the first team squad. You would be at Worms. Important player. Now, Paderborn are in the league below, Keeney. Bundesliga 2, Paderborn. They've also... I've sent them quite a few players already, though, is the one thing. Important player at Worms or on the verge of the first team at Paderborn. A prospect on the verge of the first team. Get that lad to Worms. I think he's going to say Worms. I believe him. I know him. There you go. Let's go to Worms. Why not? Right. Kokota and Rye are both off to Worms. Is there anybody else that I need to be thinking about sending to any ridiculous teams? Conor Garrett. These are ones to watch. Tarquini's 15. Could be a star player. When did he come in? He's not that good. He's 6'4" though at left back. I like that. Send them to Paderborn, get them games they can actually see and track. I don't think they will get games though, Keeney. I know it says that. I don't actually believe that they will though. Yeah. Petrovic though, now considered. Petrovic could go out on loan. Why has he not got loan offers actually? Why has he not got loan offers? I feel like he should have. Worm Army. Yeah. Can I get... Just, is there a way for me to track and see every Worms game? I don't think they'll actually have ones that can be... Like, the league's not loaded in, is it? So that's a shame. Shall I see if I can load in Worms League? How far down are they? I don't know. Anyway, back to this team, because this is important that we've just, stopped doing. Let's pick this team for Bayern. Left-hand side, who starts there this time? Rodrigo's away, so it will need to be... somebody else. I think Evan Ilson starts there and Anthony start up front. This is it, right? We're going to be missing players at different points. We are going to need to use pretty much all of these guys. Worms are pretty far down in the mud. This is true, literally. Otto, welcome in, buddy. Hope you are well. Angelo, Rodrigo, Caligari out. Oh, do you know what? Leonardo played well there, didn't he? Let's do Vinicius starting. All good, Dan. All good. Enjoy the dog walk. Our bench is a bit light. It's not really, actually. It's got Paqueta and Evan Nilsson on it, so it's not that light, I suppose. I think this is going to be our team for the Super Cup today. Let's go and see if the new system works in any way whatsoever. I don't have high hopes because it's Bayern Munich. And technically we're away from home and we never do well we never do well against Bayern Munich at all. Never mind away from home. Why are we away? We're in Munich for the Super Cup. Is that always how it is? I don't know. Anyway, our fans deserve a trophy, I've told them. We are about to start. There's the Bayern team. Musiala, Gnabry. They bought Olmo this summer, so that makes them stronger. Milenkovic is playing for them. They've got a very good team. There's our team. I like our team, though. I think it's good. We are underway. What other manager starts a match and then does that? We're under attack. First of all, it's a free kick for Bayern. Almost swings in. Muller. Up Mengano. Get it away. It's a goal. We're 1-0 down. They're giving this because he celebrated it. We're already losing. It's not a great start. I don't know why we allowed them to have 3 shots there. I don't even know who's supposed to be offside. I mean, I don't actually know if I blame Neto for that. I feel like he did actually make 2 saves, didn't he? Maybe he could have pushed over the bar. That would have been good. We're 1-0 down inside 12 minutes. Like I said, I don't expect us to win this. That's why it's so hard to win this league. Bayern, I think, have got really good. I know they're usually quite good, but sometimes on FM, they could have a couple of good seasons, then they really fall off a cliff. Having done Hertha saves before, they don't seem to be doing that here. Here we go, though. Anthony, Leonardo, Vinicius. It's 1-1, everybody. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. Vinicius equalises. We might as well Samba as well, do you know? Come on. There we go. Everyone's actually doing it today. I love that. You can also tell a goal is likely because you saw him walk back for his run-up on the set piece. Oh, is that a thing, is it? In a 4-2-4, I feel like a target forward is very good. Possibly. Vinicius would be a decent target forward. Possibly. We could maybe experiment with one a little bit, Callum. Right, we've actually managed to level that, which I'm happy about. Obviously, Bayern are very good, so this is nice. Another highlight here then, starting at the back with Bayern. Pressure's on. We're pushing into these 2. They've got a man in the gap there, though, Musiala. That's what you get with playing an attacking midfielder, isn't it? Go on. Oh, I thought he was going to win that. Vinicius there. We sent them backwards. Makes the highlight slightly longer. Ah, I see. Win that. Don't lose a header to Muller. Musiala 1-1. 1-1, 2-1. That's what I meant. I knew that was a goal. My mate did a 100-year sim in Germany to see how OP Bayern won. They won 85 out of 100 titles. Dortmund won none. Dortmund won none. Who won the other 15 then? If Dortmund didn't win them. Did Hertha win any, I wonder? That's a good finish from Musiala. He's very good on FM, isn't he? Jamal Musiala. We're behind again. Right, we're coming back again. We are. We've done it. He's offside. He's offside. He's actually off as well. I thought we did it. Leipzig or Leverkusen? Yeah, probably. Use big Kiefer Moore. Love Kiefer Moore. Really good. Goal disallowed. Was he offside? Let's check. Let's get those lines out, please. He is just about offside. He's offside. That's a shame because that was nearly 2-2. And here come Bayern for 3-1. Over. Leave rubbish. Leave it. Leipzig, Werder and Leverkusen won 3 each. There you go. We've got cardio on, everybody. This is just a friendly. It's fine. It's a friendly. Glorified friendly. Don't do that, Kelvin. Don't do that. Ready? What's that? What's this? Just conceded a penalty. I know we weren't really paying attention there, but we did just concede a penalty. It was a foul by Bruno in the box. Your daughter loves it, Carlson. That's so good. So Bits is about to make it 3-1 to Bayern in this first half, which is unfortunate. Neto dived out the way there. We're still doing this, are we? We're still doing that. There we go. We're 3-1 down. It could be another tough year. Bayern are really good. Jacob, we did sign... Who's on a 6.2 there? Anthony on his debut. Bruno on a 6.2. That is not good. Might have to get them both off, you know. I don't even know who comes on there, though. Who plays wide there? That was not have my hangover at all. Sorry, Dom. We signed Rodrigo. He's not in this game because he's at the under-23s Olympics, but we did sign him, yes. Evan Nilsson. Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, Ollie. I don't know why I couldn't see him there. That's how... He actually can't play there. Even though he's even-footed, he actually can't play on this side. That's an issue. Can Leonardo just do it? No, even less. I mean, Paqueta can. Okay, that's an issue. Vinicius might be able to, but not very well. He's left-footed. Martinelli could. Do you know what? Martinelli's going to have to do it for now, and we'll do Evan. No, do you know what? We'll bring Bocao on, because why not? Let's bring the youngster on. Let's do Martinelli there and do... It's very bright in here. I'm going to go shut that blind in a second, because I am aware how bright I am right now. The sun is shining right through that open window. Chloe, thank you for the follow. Let's do that, and let's also do Bruno off for Paqueta. And just see if we can get... Let's just see if we can get back into this. Take the game to them from half-time. Disappointed. Let's do it. One sec. I'm going to go shut that blind because it's blinding me, to be honest. One sec. That is better. That is less bright for sure. Spurs wasted Vinicius. I don't know if is he that good in real life? I think he's maybe a little bit better in FM because of how well he fits the meta. Here's the Germany stats. My save. Bayern have won 33 out of 52. Hertha won 14. Leipzig 4. Dortmund 1. Dortmund only winning 1 is really surprising. Here's Antonio looking for 3-2. Finish it. Oh, it's a baby leg. It's a good run. Stevie Bull's a tatter. He wears a tatter's hat. He does. Did you like the video, Chloe? Did you watch it? I assume you did if you've mentioned that. But yeah, that was this week's Wolves video. If you've not checked it out, we did Steve Bull player resim. Career resim. It was good. I enjoyed making it. Is that ball still in? Why is that running along the line like that? Did you see that? I need to go over here. Anyone got any advice what roles to play in a narrow midfield 4 diamonds? Box to boxes in the midfield, like the centre 2. / like centre mids. What have you done there? Gabriel's messed up. What a tackle. What a tackle that was. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chloe. Playing an attacking midfielder on support seems to make that player ghost. Put them on attacking midfielder on attack. Put them on attack. That's the best I've had out of that position. Is attacking midfielder on attack. But yeah, I know what you mean. The cam position or the attacking midfield position, ghosting has been a thing in FM for a while now. This year it seems to be a bit better. Yeah, Metzala's a good. Centre mids on attack are good. It depends what you're doing with the rest of your team in terms of that. Centre mid on defend is underrated. Carrileros I like. And then, yeah, maybe a DLP. I like the deep line playmaker. The deeper line playmaker, as I call them. I quite like those as well. But it also depends, like, what players you have in those roles as well, doesn't it? Like, do you have a player that you need is just a tackler as your DM, or do you have a player that is a bit of a playmaker? It's hard to say. Bayern are tearing us apart here, by the way. This is going to be 4 here. What a finish. What a finish. You like the Shadow Striker? I like Shadow Striker too. We're 4-1 down and they're just really good. I'm glad that we did do another friendly, actually, because we might need it. Jamal Musiala is a joke. Look at the finish. Top corner. In fact, let me show you Musiala because he's really good. Can I skip this now? He's really good. I don't know. I don't mind it, Callum, to be honest. I think I've used that before, actually. Yeah, look at Jamal Musiala in 2024 in this save. Quite good. He's one of the best players on the game. He is. That's why Bayern are just so good. And also, weirdly, Thomas Muller's amazing. Maybe not weirdly, but Thomas Muller's amazing. We're very tired. Let's do Calvin off. Bring Bremer on. Do you know what? Bremer right back makes more sense as well. No, it doesn't. Okay. It's not been a great performance. Exactly, Lucas. Exactly that. It's in comparison to the rest of your team, so it's probably that rather than the first one, yeah. Currently got him as an AML on my save. Yeah, I signed him in the Barcelona save that I'm doing, and he's very good. Very good. We'll take a 4-1 loss and move on, I think. We cannot beat Bayern. They're too good. Can you check Musiala's stats from last season? I'm sure he scored nearly 30 goals. I don't doubt it. I think he was top scorer in the league. I will check, though, yeah, after. No, we don't need a fifth. A fifth is just rubbing it in, and it's unnecessary. Neto boots it. All right, we can get a goal back, though. That's fine. We can get a goal back to make it look a bit better. I don't mind that at all. Antonio, good cross. Bocco! Debut goal from Bocco! It's a win in my book, that. That's a win in my book. Come on! I know we're losing 4-2, but come on! Yeah, Jamie will do. I'm going to record it today, my friend. I'm going to be recording it today. Remember the name, Bocco! He scored against Bayern already. This is good. This is good. Players with higher mental seem to finally be effective. Yes, agreed. Good time to turn up. Yeah, it's another loss to it's another big loss to Bayern in a final, technically. But Bocco scored. That was why we got it. Wasn't it? That far post cross, big header from our new striker. I like it. I didn't realise it was that. He's got 7 jumping reach and 10 heading, but it was a great header. It works. It works. Come on. Come on. Indeed. Right. Okay. I've tried to click through this. I don't want to watch that. Don't need to see it. Right. Loan interest. This is good. We've got loan offers. None from Germany, look. I guess some from Serbia because he's Serbian, but none from Germany. I'd like you to... I suppose it doesn't really matter. Let's just move you to... Will you play at Paderborn? On the verge. Will you play at Worms? He might reject Worms. I feel like he might have already rejected Worms. Let's see. Yes, we lost another Super Cup. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Atedi played 90 minutes. That's good. And played well. I imagined a Mourinho-style celebration for Porto by you there when Bocco scored. Yeah. Savio got an assist for Hamburg, starting up front. Oh, he started right mid this time. Newerton played 45 minutes. Ney played 0 minutes. Came on as a sub at the end, obviously. So that's less good. Right, we've got Hereford, then we've got a cup game. Hereford and then a cup game. So hopefully we get a little bit of our morale back. Hopefully we're not going to be quite as tired. They got very tired in that game, didn't they? What's the atmosphere like? Still fine. That's good. Right, chat. I need to go for a wee. So I'm going to BRB. Don't go anywhere. I'll leave you. You can have a look at Paulo Cesar in the meantime because he's probably our best prospect, isn't he? I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere. I won't be long. Goodbye.
If you're acting like a douche, of course you will lose. If you're acting like a douche, Of course you will lose, yeah. If you act like a douche, of course you will lose, yeah. If you're acting like a douche, of course you will lose, yeah. If you're acting like a douche, of course you will lose.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck.
Keep the moves on tuck. Hello. I haven't got lost. No, I was getting this. I was getting this. It's Lenny Dog. We had to go and get Lenny, didn't we? So he was trying to run away. But hang on a minute. Let's make this bigger so you can see him. There you go. Say hi to Lenny. Lenny, say hi to chat. Looking magnificent today, isn't he? Look at him. What a pretty boy. Looking magnificent. All right, Lenny? He did think it was lunchtime and it's not. Lenny, got some lunch? Sorry, no, not yet. In a bit. After the stream, yeah? After the stream. Oh, that is mean, isn't it? He's glowing. He is. He's glowing. Big, beautiful eyes have just stared into my soul. Yeah. He's got lovely teeth. He has. He has got lovely teeth. Now we get them out. How do I show you? Show your teeth. There you go. Have a yawn. There you go. Do a yawn. Lenny, do a yawn. Does anyone want a treat? Of course he does. Meaty teeth. Yeah. Evil dad. Sorry. That was mean, wasn't it? That was mean. Do you want to get down now? Hey, who's that? Who's that? Who's it? Who's it? Who's that? Where's Mama? Come on, let's say bye to chat. Chat, say bye to Lenny. Bye, Lenny. Bye. Run. Ah! He flew. He flew. Bye to Lenny. There we go. Right. Let's move that down there. Let's go back to here. All right. I'm back. You've had a good little look at Paulo Cesar. Did I see Hodzi? Oh, was it Hodzi who said that? Who said that? Somebody with the... Yeah, it was Hodzi. You think I can do the Brazilian name fix mid-save? Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. But I think you might be right, actually. I think you might be right. The first video of you I ever watched was the My Dog Predicts Champions League final. Was it? Hardly anyone watched that video as well. But that's cool. That's cool. I think it was a fun video. Just for fun for Christmas. But it didn't get many views. So I'm glad you saw it. Right. Hereford, then Ingolstadt. Is the lineup out? Yes, the lineup will be out right now because the game is in an hour. Jota on the bench today, is he? Yeah, I can't. Is Diaz starting then? Because that makes sense. Jota played midweek, didn't he? I only know this because my name fix disappeared when the winter update. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, Hodzi. I'll check. I'll look into it. Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Keita, Salah, Mane, Diaz. Is that the... That's the Carabao Cup final team, isn't it? I think. Obviously, Keita came in for Thiago in that, didn't he? I think that's the Carabao Cup final team. Firmino on the bench. Thiago on the bench. Basuma's back for Brighton. It is the same team. Yeah, it is. Right. Let's go and play Hereford. Hopefully beat them and get a nice morale boosting victory. J-Pro! Oh, thank you! Thank you!
J-Pro 1983 resubscribed X12.
Thank you for the 12 months. J-Pro, you've just got yourself a new sub badge. I think you've just gone to a nice diamond coloured one. Cup team has set the keeper. Oh, yeah, Kelleher, of course. Yeah, sorry. I forgot Kelleher from that cup final. Of all cup finals to forget. You know, of all games to forget him from. There you go. It works, but not always. For me, the Brazil name fix didn't work on an existent save, but Juve German national team did. Okay, Rakia. Maybe it's just worth trying then to see. It is a little bit hit and miss. I remember doing it in the past. That's why I don't bother usually. I'm like, it doesn't bother me enough to go through that stress, you know? So maybe I might, but if it doesn't work, I don't really care that much. But J-Pro, thank you very much for the 12 months. Appreciate you. What see-through diamond color? It's like a bluish color. You're right. You know what I mean, though. If someone says diamond, it's the color you think of if you're on Minecraft. Evanilson, I don't want to change that, I don't think. Anthony moves to the left before dribble attempt. I might look at traits. I did look at traits, I think, last year and get some training on different traits, which I don't think we did it on stream, so we might look at them again. Rye, you're off to Worms. You're off to Worms. It's a done deal. You're looking forward to playing for Worms in non-league. I wonder if any of you become this colour. Yeah, that's that colour. Ollie knows exactly. Petrovic is also off to Worms. Everybody's joining Worms. Look at Worms' team. Can I see? Okay, it's actually, we've only got 3 players there, but Zakiel Jose from us, and then Petrovic and Mora are down, or Renato are down here. Yes, you have Worms.
Gabby,
I've pressed the wrong button.
Gabby, you're my boy, you're my boy, you're my Gabby boy.
Ow! I meant this.
And now we've been
I meant that.
Worms.
Kokota's gone to Worms. Kokota, you've been labelled as the next Mesut Ozil, by the way. You've been labelled the next Mesut Ozil. So hopefully you do the business at Worms. But that's fun. Didn't realise that. The next Mesut Ozil. He has a long name. Who was that? I don't know who you mean, but yes. What are we doing? Says Willie Dummereth. Willie Dummereth says, would like you to have stayed, apparently, Kokota. There are better players than Kokota here, though, says Andreas Ackermann. So that's interesting. Wolves have told me they're very pleased with Kokota Dai and delighted to be getting him on loan. Mesut Wormsil, yeah. The right back, left back. Oh, did he? Did he have a long name? Did he? I didn't see him. We can look now, though, actually. Where's Worms? Where's Worms? And now we've been offered Worms. Oh, actually, I didn't check our... Oh, he does. Jean-Marie Bertrand Nadjombi. Yeah, he does. We didn't check our budget. It's not much. I want to know if we can sign any more youth players, really. I don't know if that's enough to be able to sign any. And I don't know if there's anybody else I need to or want to sell at this point now. You maybe probably need to go on loan. Yeah, none of our fans actually cared about you going, it seems, right? They talked loads about Kokota, but nothing about Rai going. Maybe we just missed it because I clicked on it for straight after Kokota went, right? Right. We've beaten Hereford. We've won 16-0. We've won 16-0. Did Bocau score? No, but Martinelli has gone ham. Martinelli has scored 8. Have you ever seen that before? Martinelli has scored 8 goals, so hopefully that brings him into a bit of form. Vinicius got 2. Bruno got 1. Tellez got 1. Anthony got 1. Angelo came off the bench to get 1. Is Angelo back now? I thought Angelo was still in Brazil. Are they back? They're back. I thought they were back on the 11th. They must have gone out in... Was the under-23s? I think they've gone out. They lost to the USA, look, in the quarterfinals. So yes, the Brazilians are back early, which is good because it means Bocau can play... Well, not Bocau, but some of the youngsters can play in the Pokal game. This is good. I mean, I've seen Chiro score 8 in a competitive match and no one was surprised because it's Chiro. That's true, yeah. Edward scored 10 versus me. Yeah, I say, has anyone seen that? I'm pretty sure I've done that before, but yeah. Do we have 66 shots? Wow. Hereford, you've done worse than Malvern there. Not sure how that's managed to have happened, but there you go. But I'm trying to lose games. Right. For what reason? Hereford really rubbish then, or I just not got I've not got the league loaded. That'll be why. That will be why. Weird that I'm not on this list as well. in terms of legends. That's a shame. Nor's Yambo. Well, not Yambo played for Malvern anyway, so he wouldn't be, would he? I wonder which Liverpool players have COVID. Yeah. Konate's in the squad. That would make sense then. It's still a strong squad considering there was COVID issues then, isn't it? You're ruining Watford. How quick can I make them non-league? I see. That's fun. Right. First competitive game of the season. I'm not counting the Super Cup because we lost it. If we'd won, of course I'd be counting it. But we lost, so I'm not counting it. We're playing Ingolstadt, who are the league below. We can do a bit of rotation here, but I would still like to win, if we're going to be honest. Angelo's trained well. You've got yourself a start then. Bruno and... That's not great training though, is it? That's terrible from you as well. What's happened to Tellez? Tellez with a 6.4 in training. That needs talking about. That needs talking about. Simicast is there, yeah. Ruining Watford, aren't they? Doing that themselves. No Ox either. Would Ox have made the bench anyway, though? It's quite a strong bench. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting that it talks about the COVID outbreak and then there's Konate missing. That's about it. I've not looked at it closely enough to exactly say, but yeah. So I don't know. Angelo set for Mainz. What are you talking about? No. No. Yeah, Leonie's taking it badly, Nikki. She's taking it badly. I'm surprised they're still doing COVID testing, to be fair. I'm not surprised. I know what you mean, but I'm not surprised. Right. Let's do a little switch round of this squad then. Let's pick the players. Let's think about where we play people. Let's do Angelo Martinelli as intended. Do you know what? We're going to do Angelo and Bocao up front. He's a little bit tired, but we are going to go with it. Rodrigo's going to start this side and Anthony's going to start this side. We'll start Paqueta and Bruno. That's all right. Let's do Caligari. Calvin had a shocker in that last game. They straight up stopped testing. Did they actually? Wow. Then maybe I am a bit more surprised then. Danilo can make the bench, I think. Bremen not making the bench. That's wild. We haven't got any centre-backs except for Renan. I guess Cesar's above him in the pecking order, according to this. Shall I start Cesar in this game, by the way? It's a good chance to give him a game, isn't it? Let's do it. Cesar starts. And then I still think that's a strong team, but we've got like Bocao playing, Cesar playing. Is there any other youngsters that should be in? I don't think so. We've loaned them all out. Liverpool players getting COVID just before Arsenal. We've seen this before, yeah. I think that's the team. I think that's the team. COVID's still rife up here. School's been the worst hit. We've had COVID cases, more of them this week as well. We had a couple of member staffs go off with COVID as well. In schools, it's basically still the advice is that you still have to do your 5 days and then test on the 5th and 6th day to come back. So it's like nothing's really changed in terms of testing for schools. We still have so many people getting it. So yeah, I can imagine Keeney for sure. If you click on the top left where it's the player section next to opposition, you can make your strikers change position during the match. I don't really like it though. But yes, you can, Green-Gin. Angelo's in. He's in behind to score. First goal. First competitive goal of the season. It's Angelo. Set up by Bocao as well, who's got himself an assist. It's a good start. It's a happy start for us. 1-0 up inside 2 minutes. Our two youngsters combining to score as well. Rodrigo involved in the build-up as well, giving it to Bocao. Bocao slips it through. The finish is good from Angelo. Left-footed into that far corner. Ingolstadt 1-0 down. Happy days. I'm good. I'm glad I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. I still have to wait to test. You have to test weekly for singer rehearsals. Yeah. My nephew tested positive on the Sunday, was off all week. Tested negative on the Friday, was positive again on the Sunday. I had when I had it, which was about a month or two back now. I tested negative halfway through the week, like inside my 6 days or whatever it was then, and then tested positive again the next day. So it can happen for sure. For sure. Right, we're on the attack again here. Cesar involved. He looks big, doesn't he? He's not that tall, but he does look big. He's got big hair as Paulo Cesar. Here's Caligari. Anthony. Caligari. Back towards Bocao. Go on. Hit it. Oh, he's giving it Anthony. I thought he was going to turn on it and hit it like that Musiala goal, but he didn't. He still might be on the end of this. He's lurking, look, on the edge. Where's Caligari going? He's gone round his man. He's finding Angelo. He's not. Paqueta. I don't know where this has to be a goal. How long this highlight's going on for. Gabriel. Anthony. Bocal's offside maybe. I think he scores. He's on. He's got another one. He's 2 in 2. Is he dubbed the next anything? I don't know actually, right? Let's check. Bocal's got a goal in the Super Cup. He's got an assist at the start of this game and now he's got a goal. You know when you have a striker, they can have amazing attributes, but they just don't score. Or you could have a striker that has like decent attributes and they score loads. I'd always prefer the one that has decent attributes that scores loads. And I like the fact that Bocal seems to be doing that. Like his attributes aren't amazing at the moment, but he looks like he's one that can actually score goals. So I'm happy. What does it say about Cesar? He's not dubbed anything yet. No. It is on information, right? Is Bocal dubbed anything? No. This is top level. Passing around the 8. I know we did actually pass it around for ages there, didn't we, Chi? These are in the league below. These aren't just like... These aren't your normal DFB Pokal first round opponents. Like you can get some... Oh, I thought we were playing there. We weren't. We're just waiting, looking at it paused. Usually you get some teams that are really, really poor, but these are actually okay. And we are making them look really, really poor. My dad did the same testing negative partway through. That's interesting that happens, isn't it? You have to test twice a week during the orchestra projects? Yeah. Here's Stendera. They're on the attack. It's Kotha. Good block. Comes back to him. Get back in your goal, Neto. Right, we've got the ball back anyway. That could have been 2-1. Could have made it maybe slightly interesting. We've got 4 on the attack here. Bruno's just going to run alone. Oh, he's put it over. That was a good run though, wasn't it? Just drove straight through the middle. Almost scored at the end of it. High time were promoted with me season 1 in Hanover. Stayed up for our season as well. Decent site. Yeah. Oh, that's bounced through to the goalkeeper. That was Gerrard-esque. It was, wasn't it? That's why I prefer German saves. You play different teams in the cup, unlike England. You do, yeah. You get some random teams. It'd be great if we drew Worms, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. Angelo. It's through to Rodrigo, who can hit this one. Oh! That was a weird effort. It's hit the bar. Them scoring directly after saying we're making it look rubbish would have been fun. That's true, actually, yeah. All Worms, aren't we? We are.
And now we've been offered Worms.
Yeah, it includes half the... Yeah, it is weird, Rakia. Yeah, it is. Right, we're getting all the shots away, which is good, apparently, is what I've told them. I am happy. We've got our Bocals shining, which is what I wanted. The youngsters, the new players to shine is what we want, isn't it? Cesar's doing okay at centre-back. He almost went to a 7 there. He's gone back down to a 6.9 now, though. But that's all right. Lenny sat on my feet. So there's an update on that. Don't do that, Tellez. Don't get sent off here either. Good for... Right, here we go. Rodrigo. Do some good dribbling. Okay, I'll just give it to Angelo. He's going to continue his run, though, Rodrigo. We've switched it instead. Anthony. Bruno. Bocal's through here if he plays him. Bruno goes for goal, scores anyway. What a hit. What a hit. That might be because the second team's actually Nicky. Yeah, that's a good point. Good goal that from Bruno. Anthony assist as well, although he didn't do too much for the assist. This switch from Paqueta's nice. Anthony just knocks it down to Bruno, and Bruno, instead of playing it through, just does this. Is their goalkeeper really rubbish or something? Because he looks short. What's new? Yeah, true. 2 Anthony assists, is it? You're right. He assisted the Bocal one. He did. It was a Busquets assist, yeah. Let's do a sub or 2 because we're getting on a bit. Rodrigo's not at his best game. Should we do Rodrigo out and Leonardo in on this left-hand side? And... who's tired? Bruno's tired. He did just score a lovely goal, but let's do Antonio for Bruno because he's knackered. I should probably do Tellez next as well because he's potentially going to get sent off. Right, 3-0 up though. It's been routine. I said that. Now they're on the attack. It's like that thing I said in the first half. It's been routine so far though. Until this point, where they're on the attack. It's headed away. It's Bocal. Big ball forward. Not really. Into Anthony, looking for his hat-trick of assists, maybe. It's a good ball for Leonardo, who's just come off the bench. Leonardo, the goalkeeping positioning is extremely suspect. Extremely suspect. Joe Virgil. I'm Joe, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Bruno scoring a wonder goal and then being subbed on the hour. Yeah. You know, We stick to these things, don't we? Goalie has placed a bet. It looks a bit like that. That's a good sub, though, from me. It is a third assist from Anthony. That's nice. Quietly, on the down low. I don't think his assists were amazing, but 3 assists is still a thing, isn't it? We're 4-0 up. If Bocau could get another now, I'd like that. What's Bocau's set piece penalty taking? That's something to check. Can we get him on pens as well to boost those goal-scoring numbers? That'd be nice. Here's Caligari losing it to Biblija. Can we get this ball back? I want us to score, not them. Says every manager ever. Right, Neto. That's not great, Neto. I think he's offside, but it's not great, Neto. Not really. There are only 2 second teams in the 3rd League IRL. I think it's the 3 teams relegated from the 2nd division previous season, plus the 4th to 12th place teams from last year. So just because of numbers, they just do the top rated teams, it seems, then, Rakia. Gabriel, he's missed. Can we get a non-Brazilian goalkeeper clause? Because he's so bad. I know. I don't think we can. I think it's part of the save, but he is so bad. Gabriel, he's done that twice now. Good save, Neto. I'm going to say it. Good save, Neto. It might be a bit generous to give him that one, but yeah. Yeah, it would help the save massively if we could upgrade on Neto, but I don't think we can. I didn't do my last sub. I know we're on an attack, but I'm going to do Renan on at left back. Clayton's got good potential of the goalie. I don't think he's done well on this save because we've kind of looked at all of them. We've conceded. There goes the clean sheet bonus. I don't mind. It's odd because you usually get great savings with Neto. Neto, yeah, I see what you've done there with the shop. To be fair, though, actually, genuinely, Neto's been quite good for us. It's more of that he's not like world class, and he's also 33 now, 34 now, and there's nobody to replace him with. So it's just going to be a pressing issue very soon. Like, in all seriousness, rather than just doing puns. Bonza, we are Hertha Brazil, which is Hertha Berlin, but signing Brazilians. Leonardo went for goal, hit the post. They are getting on a bit, but they're still on massive wages and not interested. You need to get someone else before Neto's agility tanks. Yep. They just don't exist. How old is he now, Neto? 35 now as well. What are we on for agility? He's still 14 agility. Like, he's good, but can I find similar players? None of these are Brazilian. Well, Edison is, and Weatherton is apparently, but he's 36. It's not exactly a long-term replacement, is it? See what I mean? There's none. Let's just look now. I know I've not actually exited that game, but oh yeah, we're already doing it. These are just, oh, that's just that, isn't it? I even take that down slightly and then put in Brazilian. Francinho Jr. should be getting the odd game here and there. He's not very good. He's also not Brazilian, so I know he's not here right now, so we can say this. Oh, we need to check. Actually, September, new gens in Brazil. Maybe we should save this little bit of money we've still got now for when the new gens, see if we can take them. The Brazil intake's in September, I believe, Green Gen. What was I doing here? Nationality I wanted to do, didn't I? Nationality is part. Let's just do is Brazilian. 20 days, yeah. Again, he's 37. Look how old they all are. Edison's the youngest one, and he's not... Well, he's 272 million. Allison's the next one who's not for sale. They just don't exist. Cesar's 32 and just... not as good. Not as good. Forgot what your rules are with your own intakes. There is no rules, really. Our rules are that we can't use as many Brazilians as we can. If there's good German ones, we're probably just going to develop them and sell them. Is probably what we're going to do. We also do get some intake players that are Brazilian too. Like, we had this guy come in, João Antonio. We had this guy come in. Oh, no, I signed this guy. I did sign a 15-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper, but he's not very good. Oh, no, did I sign him? Maybe we did get him in an intake if he's 15. I must have done. We signed a few, though. Like, we get some Brazilians coming in. This guy, excuse me. Excuse me, everybody. This guy's actually an intake player. He looks like he's been a rename. Fludenaldo, but he's actually an intake player. So we do get some because of our links to like Hertha Bahia as an affiliate. This guy was an intake player. None of the Brazilians we've got yet, though, are actually good. We are signing all of these, though. When do these join? Most of them January the 1st, look. This guy joins in 14 days. He's not very good, but he's 6'6" striker, so I like him. All good, Leone. Enjoy whatever you're up to. Catch you tomorrow. Right, we've won that 4-1, which is good because Bocao got a goal and Angelo got a goal. And Anthony got 3 assists, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, we need to find out who we're going to get in the next round as well. Let's see how some of our other players got on. Savio scored twice from right mid in the Pokal for Hamburg. Ney played 28 minutes. Anthony with 3 assists. Let's praise him. Your passing was a joy, is what I've told him. That's the Brazilian manager who got the job over me. Atedi did not play very well. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's just no Brazilian goalies. They just don't exist. They just don't exist. If I go to the Brazil, like under 23s and everything, I guess that's where you're going to find the best goalies. That's tactics. Best goalie. There's a goalie in here called Missial, who's 5'11", who's real and he's 20. Not very good. If we go to the under 20s, the goalkeeper is Renato Gomez, who I've scouted, is not very good. We just open it with Chi, yeah. Who's not very good, look. C- with potential. I mean, he's not going to be the one, is he? We might have to sign him anyway, to be fair. Yeah, Chi, it's definitely a thing. Under 22s, there isn't one. Under 23s, it's Breno, who's a 25-year-old. Who's also not very good. We'll scout him, but... we might just have to have an average goalkeeper. Ivan is the other guy who's 27. We can check again in 20 days. We definitely can, yeah. This guy looks... average is how he looks, really. And then the national team is obviously going to be Edison and Allison, and then also Weverton and Thiago Volpi. None of them are anybody that I want to sign. I'm not sure they quite understand it either. I think it was because it was the World Cup and you can have people over. You can have a certain amount of over. It says, oh, I wanted on loan. A lot of these players wanted. A lot of them playing for us. Oh, United want Adriel. That makes me really want to sign him now. We don't have the money. Should I sign him? He's 11 mil. I think he's going to end up being really good and we might regret if we don't sign him. We haven't got a centre mid youngster at the club. 9 tackling is not great, though. Yeah, well, I mean, Essikin, I think we can just say that he doesn't turn out very well in this save because he's nowhere near anything. Look. Is it Calais? He's not very good. Look, just looking at his attributes, he's just not very good. He's a good playmaker with no flair. Yeah. But he's 18. He's going to be worth a lot. United are in for him. The budgets just don't quite stretch that far. Unfortunately. I could ask for more budget. What's the actual club looking like? 102 million in the bank. I could ask for more budget. They're going to say no, but I can ask. I'll ask for more wages as well. Have I done anything in terms of... do I need to increase anything as well? I don't think we do. No, I don't need to do anything. No. Projection is actually going up as well. They might say yes. Probably not. We can ask. We can but ask, can't we? Okay. Oh, we've got a bid for Angela. I'm not going to accept that. Did they just not reply to my question? I don't think they did. Click on transfer. It might say interact with club to buy. Yeah, I suppose, look, we could do that. Usually they'll say no, though, but we could do that. Beyond Ultra Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Let's reject this. Goals of the tournament. Cesar got goal of the tournament. Has he hit a 29-meter free kick? Are you good at free kicks? He's got okay free kicks for a centre-back. I like that. Should we watch his free kick? I feel like this takes ages to load. Brazil under 23s. It was against New Zealand. Can we just do this instead of doing what? I don't want to load all of them. I just want to see just his goal. Let's see the free kick. Yeah, let's watch the free kick. Let's watch Adriel Cesar, Angelo Rodrigo. If we signed Adriel, we'd have all of those goal scorers playing for us. I quite want Adriel now. What's good? How you doing, Beyond? Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're good. I was looking at my phone. Was it good? I've just been tagged in a tweet. Oh my word, it was from a long way out. It was a good free kick. You can, old dirty dog, but I think when you click on games from the news item, it used to be a thing that it would like lag out and it would cause a crash quite often. So I always like to go around the houses to make sure it doesn't happen. Just because I've had that happen in the past. Have we discussed F1 Manager yet? We haven't. I'm intrigued though. Chat, you know my knowledge on F1 isn't amazing. I ask you for all of it, right? I haven't watched the new Drive to Survive yet, actually, either, which I would like to go and watch. But I'm intrigued by it. Would you like to watch me play F1 Manager knowing nothing? I feel like that could be actually decent content, you know. New Eda Militao. Yeah, hopefully, Rakia. That'd be cool. I think that could be good content. Maybe like in the summer, a little bit like when we... Basically, what I want to do again this year is hopefully we'll like be moving and things, but hopefully like over the summer we can do like a full-time schedule again. Could be a lot. Exactly, Ollie, yeah. I'm addicted to Motorsport Manager at the moment. I've never played it, Nikki, just because I feel it's a lot to dive into. I think this is how people feel like before they play FM for the first time, if you've never played it. It's just a lot to dive into, but it's something that I think well, obviously, if you play FM, I think that's the type of thing you'd enjoy. It holds up incredibly well for a 2016 game. I've watched quite a few people play it. I'm trying to like encourage my brother to play it. John loves like F1. Likes playing like the F1 games and stuff. And he loves FM, so I think he'd like it, but I haven't been able to convince him yet. You're managing Hertha at the moment. You got Vlahovic up front. Nice. That's a good signing, Beyond. We're signing Brazilians, so we couldn't do that, but we've still got a decent team. Narrow Diamond from Gladbach. It's a little arcadey, but does hold up well. I only just worked it out myself. Okay. I suppose arcadey's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? They've said no, although we can argue it. What shall I say here? One of these two. Significant investment, it risks going backwards, or beat our rivals. Historically, talking about your rivals was always the best way to go. I don't know if that's still the case, though. What do you reckon? Going backwards or rivals? We'll go with what most people say in the chat. See if we can convince Jer Bruno, who says no to everything, by the way. Consistently just says no to every request. Manchester United are a rival, right? Yeah, to be fair, we are missing out on players because we haven't got the budget. It's true. Like, it'd be really cool if it could be a bit more dynamic in that sense, and you could say there's this player. I guess that's what the like ask the board to help interact with the board for a transfer thing is, I suppose. I got into FM last year, started with the Xbox version, got to grips with that, then made the step to PC, haven't looked back since. Yeah, that's a decent way to do it, I suppose. The Xbox one a little bit stripped back, then yeah, that makes sense. No, but you do get things like your driver being caught up in a secret affair. Right. See, that's like a throwback to like old FM games or like Championship Manager games. I quite like that. That'd be fun. I think as a newbie, that'd be fun. As like an ultra, you'd be annoyed. I'm going to say rivals. They've said no. I think they would have said no anyway because we've only just changed it, haven't we? Let's try the other one. More flexibility. Keep our best players. Yeah, I'm interested in it, Ben, for sure. I had 2 female drivers and one fancy the other. Nice. Ooh, I can argue it. It's not going to happen. Don't accidentally resign is the part from that. I'm not going to do it. You can get FM as a car sponsor once you get... can you actually? That's very cool. That's very cool. Go with the key players. Well, I've already done it now, Green Gin. It did not work. So there we go. We move on. It's not been successful. So what do we do? Do you reckon we can structure something for Adriel? They're going to hold out for his release clause, aren't they? But I could do like 3 mil now and make it like 20 mil in the future, which is probably going to end up being worth it. Like, we could do it this way round. That's 23 mil. Is that overpaying now? It is, isn't it? I probably did that too much there. But do we just sign him on the never, never? I really feel like we had to go a little bit... Well, we had to go a bit over. Massive overkill. I think I've gone too much there. But he's valued at 11. Remember? He's got... His release clause is on his value. So, but only pay 2.8 now. I don't think it'll be far off this. I think I could have done it cheaper, but... Like, remember, his value is actually at 11 million. So we're signing a player for 23 and spending 2.8. I don't think it's massive overkill. Because that was my first thing. As I actually think about it, I don't think it's massive overkill. It's just lucky that... Wait, it's just that his release clause is 11. We haven't won 4 Champions Leagues in a row. This is not an acceptable level. If he makes 50 league appearances, worth it. Yeah, that's it, right? Take out the 50 there, and we're paying the same money, basically, but only paying this much. It's the 50 games thing, isn't it? If you can get to grips with the base and you get to... Yeah, that's it, beyond, yeah. I'm actually... Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's that bad. I just think we need to... If we don't sign these youngsters now... Oh, they've blocked it. They've blocked it. It's because he's got a release clause, but we're paying 13. Oh, because it's 23. This is annoying. Trying the 16. United will be... yeah, they'll definitely pay the 11. I think they will. They would have done it anyway. We can ask. Cost this club too much money. Jair Bruno says no to everything. He says no to absolutely everything. Let's try in the 16 mil. They won't pay more than 11 now.
Follow me.
So, like...
Okay.
They won't pay more than 11. So what am I supposed to do here? How do you make money as a League Deux team? What, get promoted? I don't suppose they'd accept this, would they? Do you know what? We could do like...
Follow me. Okay.
You could pay the full amount then. Just get rid of that, I suppose. You're losing money left and right. You just might need to at the start. Just ask the board to trigger the release fee. I could do. How do I do that from here? Can I do it from... I can't do it from here, though. Because if they pay for it, fine. I can't do it from here, though, unless I make a bid and they reject it or something, right? Add as transfer target. Will they do it, though? But that'll just come out of our thing. Will they do it? I don't know if this is going to work. The team I have with Hertha is exceptional. I just came in mid-season. Vlahovic, Consi, Salvert, Scalvini, Schlotterbeck. That's very good. Yeah, very, very good. I don't know if this is going to work like this, is it? If Drac tries to sign him, if I make it that. Should we just see? Let's just go through and see. I think he'll make a bid and then it'll just get cancelled because we haven't got the money. But then again, if it all goes through, I can just say, I can ask the board, can't I? It can do. It's how I got Kamara when I didn't have the funds. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it for sure. Let's do Tellez, Bruno. I think I already sorted that, didn't I? Tellez is going to play every game, stay as captain. Gabriel's got good teamwork. Bruno's a decent option though, 14-14. We'll keep that. My board actually got a better deal than I did. Okay. Well, let's hope then. Let's fingers crossed on that. We're playing... What's this? The rivalry is intensifying in the Revere derby then, apparently. Actually, we're very even in all of our games. Although the last 2 games, we've lost both, which is less good. Savio scored another goal, though. He started well, actually, hasn't he? At Hamburg. 2 goals and 2 assists in the league. 2 goals in 1 game in the cup. Keep it up, please, Savio. The 8th when I came in, I see that as a massive underachievement. Yeah, definitely. We're only just doing the... Oh, I guess because he's been in Brazil. I don't know. We're only just doing our press conference for Rodrigo. He signed ages ago. That seems strange. Oh, thank you!
Xpax97 resubscribed
X-Pax.
Hello, Plates. First time I've been able to catch a stream in a while.
It has been, EJ. Hope you're well, my friend. Thank you very much for the 14 months. What a guy. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much for the continued support. Even if you couldn't be here for a while, I appreciate you coming back. And thank you for the resub. Chat. Let's show some love. Let's get some emotes in the chat. Let's do a wall of crabs and Lennies. Let's go. 4th now. Good. Good, Beyond. Keep going. Keep going. I think I missed some follows as well. Nick, thank you for the follow. And AP Hunter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Right. We have an injury to João Antonio. Did they make a bid for him? Does it show me in here if they make a bid for him? It doesn't, does it? Interesting. Rail making Gnabry bid. Yes to weaken Bar. Oh, did they? Did they? If I go to... By the way, this is something I always forget you can do. Transfer window news. There's a bid for... I don't know where you can see it, but there's a bid for Gnabry was there. That'll be good. Bayern actually improving their team is very annoying. I'm glad that they didn't get Haaland, but like they keep signing good players. They've had it. Oh, they've signed Darwin Núñez. We know how good he can be. Oh no, we're in trouble. They've just got even better. They've actually signed Darwin Núñez. If you've not watched the United rebuild video, !YouTube, then watch that and you can see how good this guy can be. That's a shame. They're really good. Ramos is good as well. They've got so much depth now. And they've sold nobody this year. They sold Koeman and Sula. Madi Kamara went as well. Bono just rocked up at Benfica like they're a pick-a-mix. They have. They have. Oh, 2 goals from Tavares for... Oh, Paderborn under-19s. Right, that's... They're playing a team called Bad Vilbal. But I never sell IRL. No, they don't. Unless it's to Dortmund when they're casting off players they don't want anymore. I'm not interested in this guy, am I? Nope. Lies. The media are lying. I'm me and I'm telling you I'm not interested. Playing me. Oh, they've made a bid for Keiki. The centre-back one, though. Is that Barcelona? I thought it was Bayern Munich for a second there. No, that's all right. Barca doing stuff. Barca are doing stuff, yeah. That's all right, though. I don't think we ever wanted Keiki, did we? He's a wonder kid. I know he's very good, but he's short. I don't think he really fits with what we'd use. I mean, maybe we should have signed him earlier, but I just don't think we need to. He's been at Stoke, Keiki. I'll have been on the other end of manager coming to you and you saying the lone players played enough. Yeah. Like when it's not them moaning at you and you're like, yeah, that is nice. Kramer has good understanding, does he? Right. Good from Cesar. He's training nicely. Stoke Alona. Yes. Also, you've trained well. 2 of our youngsters, which is nice. Praise the training there. Also, Bruno has trained well. No bad performances after moaning at people for training poorly. People are training better now. We've got our first game of the season then now, and it's Gladbach away. A little bit nervous about it because it's away from home. 5'11 equals short. A lot of men just lost their confidence on FM compared to my meta. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. As a centre-back, anyway. We signed a 5'9" guy earlier. Oh, let's see who we get in the second round of the cup as well. We've got Gladbach. What are our draws this year? Ingolstadt and now Gladbach. At least it's at home. We're about to play them as well, so we'll find out how good they are. Barcelona may not be able to do it on a cold and rainy night in Stoke, but they can nick their defenders. Exactly. Exactly that. Oh, Alisson's getting a new clean sheet record as if to rub it in there. Ramon's happy now. Good. Is that because they're not interested? That's why. Yep. I feel you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried proteins when I was young and got told I was too short. Well, there you go. There you go. How tall are you, Rai? Since I come in, we won 8, drawn 2. Good stuff. Keep going. Right, let's... Where are they now? Oh, they're not registered. I've not registered them. Dear me. Imagine that. They're registered now. It's because they were out on... They were on with Brazil, weren't they? They are now registered. Let's pick this team. Universe is out. I would like... Vinicius... Angelo scored, didn't he? Is he a bit tired or is he okay? Angelo's going to play. Rodrigo's going to play. Anthony's going to play. It's going to be Bruno and Antonio in the midfield. That is the team that we are going to play in today's game. We're going to get Danilo on the bench. We've got some midfield cover. We're going to get Renan on the bench. We've got left back cover. We probably should at the expense of... who is it at the expense of, actually? That's an interesting one. It's probably... it might be Evan Nilsson. It might be Leonardo. Oh, this is a tough one. It could probably be Bocao, but if we're winning, I do want to bring him on. I'm just barely looking over your heads then at 6.1. Yeah, at 6.1. That's what you're saying. I'm going to do Cesar because I'm less likely to bring him on at centre-back, aren't I? And Renan covers left-back, which is what we need. Let's do that. Paqueta stays on the bench, I think. This is the team. First game of the season. This is a test. This is going to show us if we're any good. This is going to show us if this tactic is going to do anything because it's new. We just don't know at this stage. We lost to Bayern with it. If we lose this, it might mean a rethink. It might mean we already have to do a bit of a rethink. It's away from home, so it won't be easy. Here we go. There's the narrow diamond from them, which I really like. They've got Thuram up front, who I really like. First highlight is going to go to them. We're wearing red today, everybody. Luca Netz, former Hertha player there, to Neuhaus on the attack. Neuhaus is good. Thuram's in. I shouldn't have mentioned it. It's gone wide. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, not a great start from us, but 9 minutes in, we've had our first shot. At least we've had the one shot on target so far compared to their one miss. Not much happening so far. 20 minutes in. Another highlight for them. Jedson. Crosses. Woba heads out off the post / bar there. Is that Maximilian Woba? It is at centre-back. The Salzburg centre-back, isn't it? Does he move from Salzburg in real life? I don't know. Anyway, half an hour. We are yet to have a highlight. This, though, is where we usually flourish. Ramos has to score. It's Luis Felipe from the set piece. It's 1-0. He's still at Salzburg, is he? Luis Felipe's header from the Tellez corner. If in doubt, swing in a set piece. And we've ended up scoring from it. First highlight we've seen. He couldn't miss from there, could he? And luckily, he didn't miss from there. Good header. 1-0. Lovely. That always reflects nicely then into the ratings and everything. Everything feels a bit happier, doesn't it, when you go 1-0 up? We've got another corner here. The outswing is really good at the moment. Gabriel. Oh, straight at the keeper. Kevin Trapp. Traps it in his arms there. That could have been 2 from 2 corners. Oh, giving it away there to Neuhaus. They've got runners. Good from Caligari. Caligari versus Kelvin will be an interesting one this year. I think they're very even at right back. I think Caligari's my choice, but Kelvin did maybe outperform him last year a lot. Thuram's in. He scored. Flipping heck. That highlight carried on from our corner, and we were caught out at the back. There was a lot of space in behind us there, wasn't there? This is really rubbish. They've just got this. That's their cam. It makes me think we need like a DM, which makes me think we need to go one striker and bring one of the strikers back. We seem so open to their... Because they're narrow diamond. It seems this guy, their shadow striker, was in so much space there. I think the less defensive cover won't help versus cat. Exactly, Ollie. Exactly what I was just saying, right? I think you said that before you'd heard me say it. He's offside. Nathan Teller. He is offside. I agree with you, though. I wonder if this means we go for our change in this game. We should be able to transition into it quite easily at half time. Do we go with the wrench for the second half? Because I'm seeing the same thing that you're seeing, and that there's that massive gap in front of the defence. And Wolves now playing well. I think we do make this change. We go to this. Then we've at least got a third centre-back in there. And it could even be Angelo that we sacrifice slightly and bring on... I took him off the bench, didn't I? Annoying. Bring on Bremer. You drop your DLP to DLP defend. Well, mine's on DLP defend already. Oh, actually, is he? Oh, he's actually on support, so maybe we could do that. Or we do this change. Yours is central, yeah. Or we do this change. Which doesn't change too much. It's just Angelo off. I'm going to do this. Say I'm not happy with with a third centre-back in there. Let's see what we can do second half. We've not created a highlight from open play, have we, really? You can do CD cover. We could, yeah. I like Automark Wolf. I don't know if he's that much of a problem. I think it's more of a shape thing rather than a specifically him thing, but we'll see. Rodrigo's not having a good game at 6.3. On the proper attack here, Anthony. Martinelli. There we go. We score. Ready for the song?
And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you can learn to work and play and get along with each other.
Let's have his proper song, everybody.
Gabby.
You're my boy. You're my boy. You're my Gabby boy. Ow! We are in front again, and maybe the change was helpful. Maybe it was a coincidence. Either way, much better position to be in now. Leading. They've not created anything. I know that it was more like we were seeing it in the highlights, but they've actually had one shot on target. Come on, from another set piece. Oh, they've cleared it. Wolf's there again. Maybe he is a threat. It's a great ball over the top for Nathan Teller. Even with the good save, Neto. Maybe he is a threat. Because sometimes what you're seeing in the engine is more important than what you're just seeing in terms of the stats on there. And I still think maybe a DM. Are we actually covering it by having 3 centre-backs? I think we're helping. I don't know if we're necessarily like negating it. No, I don't know. We're playing okay, I think. We've had double the amount of shots and more than 4 times the amount of shots on target. So maybe that's just the proof. Rodrigo on is 6.3. I'll wait till after this highlight, but I was about to make a change there. They're on the attack again here. Wolf. Someone deal with him. We've got the ball back. Antonio's on a yellow. Does that mean Paqueta comes on there maybe? We've got Leonardo or Evan Nilsson that could come on the wings. We've got options there. Gabriel. Yeah, it's Evan Nilsson's side that can come on. Gabriel just coming out from the defence like that for a run. Here's Rodrigo not playing very well. Great ball. No, it's not. It's a terrible ball. I was preempting it being a good ball and then it very much wasn't there. Get that ball back. Good, Bruno. Here's Gabriel. Tellez. Down the line is Rodrigo who can cross from here. Or give it to Tellez to cross from here. He's good at assists is Tellez. Anthony, back post scores. First goal for Hertha, Brazil for Anthony. I think we should samba. Come on. Looks like we're going to get a victory from here. All, you know, barring a disaster from here. But it's a good cross. Good finish at the back post. And actually, Bocau could get 15 minutes of play here. I think you're right. I think we should give him 15 minutes of play. I guess we could do... I'll tell you what we could do for this. We could go Martinelli wide, take Rodrigo off for Bocau. And that works all round, doesn't it? We've got one sub left after this, which I think should probably be Antonio. I'm going to stagger it, though, just to waste a bit more time, really. But you're absolutely right. Let's bring Bocau on, see if he can continue his... He's got 2 and 2, isn't he? If he can get another one here, we might have a very special player on our hand. He might get an assist. What happened there? It's a free kick to us on the edge. Do you know what? That was a very weird highlight. I think Tellez scores from here, though. He's hit the bar. He's hit the bar. That was a very weird highlight, wasn't it? It was a good through ball from Bocau. I'm going to do our last sub now. We'll do Antonio off for Paqueta. Which is a nice sub to be able to make. One of our most expensive players ever coming off the bench for us there. Few minutes to play. Doesn't look like Bocau's going to get his goal, but he gets some first team football. And I think, do you know what? We tacticked that game. We tacticked it. And I like doing that. I like when you make a change and you end up winning things. And in the end, look how dominant we've ended up looking in terms of the stats there. That first half, we didn't look like this, did we? 24 shots on on goal, 13 on target, 3.15. My system is a 3-5-2 with defensive wingers. It's attack-minded cams that can really cause you problems if you don't spot them. Dropping your DLP to defend. That's an interesting point. And maybe we should try that next time as well, Ollie. Just drop Bruno to a defend duty and see if that makes the difference. If you found that kind of works for you, I don't see why it wouldn't here. Because that saves us a sub then as well, doesn't it? I like this as an option to go to, though. We're very flexible to be able to go to this. To be fair, we could even go from this point here. We could even go to the spanner again because Anthony could play striker. So could Martinelli. The whole position instruction built on is great. It'll just mean he's there in that position, wouldn't it? Like he'll be around that cam a little bit more, cutting out the passing lanes a bit. So yeah, no, I can see it for sure being a thing. Good win. We start off our season with a win then away from home. I think our first few games of the season are not too bad as well. We've got Wolfsburg next. I don't think we play one of the big teams for a while. Yeah, we don't play Bayern or Dortmund until December. It means December's a bit tricky, but we play them very close together. But that's a long way. That's a long time to go and hopefully get a load of wins on the board without anything being disrupted. If we can put together a run, that could set us up for a really good season here, couldn't it? I think it's been a successful stream in terms of just preparing ourselves. Atedi played another 90 minutes. Newerton played half an hour. Teller's got 2 assists. It's what he does. Your passing was a joy in that game. Kuka was there to look at all of our players. And any of theirs? No. Surprise result. Oh, Leipzig lost. Did Bayern win? They did. Did Dortmund win? They did. Dortmund beat Augsburg. Bayern beat... I think Bayern played on the Friday, was it? Probably. I think does the champion always play on the Friday to start the season or something? I think it might be something like that. Breno's not very good. Thank you for that scouting. Bayern won 5-2. There you go. Good stuff. Just about to end, I'm afraid, Chazu. The VOD will be there though. But yeah, we are... I'm going to go watch the Liverpool game for a little bit now. I need to leave at half-time, which is a shocker. It was 5-2 against Hoffenheim, was it? I got to go to a house viewing this, you know. It's for a valid reason. But yeah, I'm going to go and chill out and watch that Liverpool game. Go chill out for the rest of the day. Walk Lenny, go see some friends, come back. I'm going to record hopefully tonight, record the tactic video and the... let me go back over here. The tactic video and the top 10 centre mids video today. That's my plan to be released next week. I need to go and play some more Plymouth for the next video for that one. And yeah, go part of that fixture list is that Bayern and Dortmund don't meet any real challenges either. That's also true, Dirty Dog. It's something I didn't really consider. Do they play each other? When do they play each other? Because that could disrupt either. Do you know what? They don't play each other either. Dortmund and Bayern don't play each other until the 21st. You can't really see this. It's up there, look. Oh, it's underneath me. Here, look. Dortmund don't play Bayern until the 21st of December. You're actually quite right, Dirty Dog. It's a good point. That it means for them, they're going to be getting loads of points too. Mainz are the other team that did well last year. Mainz finished 4th, look. Only just below. I think we play Mainz quite soon. Not quite soon. Not until the end of, well, halfway through October. Look at Mainz's run there as well. They play all 3 of us. Hoffenheim going to be rubbish then if they lost that first game by quite a lot. Interesting. It's going to be an interesting season for sure. The squad's coming together. We've got this Adriel thing maybe still up in the air slightly where we might make a bid soon. I don't know if there's anybody we can go and sell necessarily. Is there anyone in the under-23s? No. Under-19s? Can I see... How do I even see the Hertha here? There's no one we can even sell in the B team either. Matiabal, who's 19. I mean, you can go. Are you not released on a free? I'm not sure why he's even still existing. But yeah, I think, chat, overall, unfortunately, this team, this is a poor squad overall. I think we will leave it there for today. We will go and see. Let me go and see who is live on this fine Saturday. And set up a little bit of a raid. We've got... Let me refresh that and have a look. Because I'm going to go and watch Liverpool kickoff. We've got... Holly is on. We've got Wold's on. We've got Matt's on. Matt stays on for a little bit longer, doesn't he? I think we raided Holly last week. Should we go to Matt this week? Holly and Matt are the two, I think. I think you're exactly right. Let's go to Matt this week because I think we did... we raided Holly last week. So Let's do second yellow card. But yes, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Matt goes until 3. He does, yeah. He does. Matt is very good, people. Of course he is. We know this. We love second yellow card to bits. But yeah, thank you for hanging out today, everybody. It's been a very vibey, chilled stream. I've enjoyed it. We played a few games, but chilled and chatted for quite a long time as well. So have a lovely rest of your Saturdays. I'll be back tomorrow, as we always are, on the weekend. There'll be videos coming up soon. If you've not subscribed on YouTube, go and do that. Someone do exclamation mark YouTube. It's already in the chat just above there, because we're on near, actually, how many subs are we on now? Let's check in. We're on 13,966, which means we're close to 15k. So go and help with that. Join the raid as well. If you've not got your, if you've not clicked it or click onto it, join the raid. Get your raid emotes ready, which are there in the chat. Although Nightbot does not like it and it didn't work, but Stream Elements does. So copy and paste those, get them ready. We'll go and show some love to Matt. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.